What is up, yo? What is up? Oh my goodness, I never go on Instagram, and I gotta start going on there because there's some people who end up messaging me on there, and I feel like I hope they don't think I'm ignoring them, but it's just for one, I just don't go on Instagram. I don't really post like that. Instagram. It was supposed to be an Instagram where I posted a lot of my journey on there, but then it just slowly stopped becoming that. Give me a second, 'cause I want to make sure I got chat open. But the problem is that I wanted to have my other phone here so I could do something on this phone. But I think my other phone is in the kitchen, so that kind of sucks. But no, yeah, but there's this person who messages me on there, and then every time I do open the message, it's like I'm never ready to do what they are asking, because I think they sent me a link to something, so they be charging soon. Oh, what are they charging? Oh, wait, no, yeah, what you mean? What you mean, Seven? But no, yeah. So it's like they sent me something to go look at something. I forgot what it was. Then I told them because eventually I left them on red, and I remember saying it on live. I was like, I left you on red, but that was my fault. I didn't mean to open it. Then I go back to the messages and then tell me why they go are you gonna respond or something to that? And I was like, oh shoot, I forgot. So I go in there and I'm like, all right, I'll check it out when I gotta work. I think that was 2 days ago, bro, and I had not even checked it. And it's like, I love to look at y'all messages, but I be forgetting. And I'm afraid to go in there because they sent four messages, and that's the problem too. It's if you send me a long message, I'm gonna assume there's too much going on. He said for ad free Insta. Oh, that's crazy. I don't even use Instagram though, so it's for me, I wouldn't even care. I hate social media. I barely use any type of social media. I normally just use the only social media I guess I would use considering social media would probably be YouTube, but I don't even like to consider that social media. That's just watching content or filming content. I feel like social media has to be something where you're looking at other people's posting or messaging. Some people count YouTube as social media, but that would be the only thing. I don't like Twitter. I don't like Instagram. I don't like Snapchat. And I got them on my phone, but I just don't use it. Um, which I don't even understand why. Oh, because I like Snapchat because I think the photos come out better. So I like to take my pictures on Snap. Twitter is maybe if something, I don't even know, I want to see a specific video that I can't find on Google, I might use Twitter. And then Instagram is that was just for y'all. I literally did that for this account, and then honestly, if I eventually end up, becoming a freelancer, I could post my stuff on here. But there's just so many things that ended up happening though. Because what I was realizing when it comes to being a freelancer, for one, I have a whole different type of plan. You said, do you use Messenger? Nope. But I just use I literally just use my regular messages. I hate social media. But what was I about to say? Oh yeah, so because I was coming up with this plan when it comes to possibly getting certain doing it as a side hustle or as a freelancer. And what I realized is that I want to take this course, and because I found this course on either, I think it was Coursera or Allison. I'm not too sure, but there's a lot of free courses online. I know not many of them are up to date, but it teaches you pretty well if you're somebody who can't listen to a YouTube video, and maybe some of them are videos, but most of them could be readings, and you just read, you take your notes or whatever. Um but there was a course on there that was about negotiating deals, and there was a thing on there for communication, and then what is it called, sales, right? All three. And I was like, damn, before I even get into selling websites or wanting to sell websites, I'm I think I probably should take some of those courses, because I don't think I would be, wait, damn, I'm putting 600. What the hell was our subscriber count? This is my goal amount. Let me do 30, and then I think right now we're at 1,622 or something like that. I'm not sure. Let me think this through. Oops. But I was thinking I want to get my negotiation skills up, because I'm I need to make sure that people want to buy my website. If I can learn how to negotiate or learn how to make deals or make sales, I'm that would be pretty cool if I could end up studying up on that, especially too because I'm a real shy person. I know I talk good on here. I'm a hella shy person. So, and not even shy, y'all. I found out I think I have social anxiety. So for me, it's bro, if I get on that phone, I'm gonna start fumbling on my words, and I'm supposed to be the professional. So I'm I might need to work on my talking before actually trying to make money off of websites. But I think first, what I'm probably gonna do is make money off of websites for family, or for friends maybe. But then I feel like from there, I have to work on my negotiation deals or my skills with talking, communicating, try to overcome this social anxiety and stuff like that, because you're gonna hold yourself back a lot if you can't overcome social anxiety, just a lot. But alright, y'all, we're gonna hop into free code camp. Give me 1 second. I was trying to do the daily coding challenge and then I confused myself, but I think I was on the right track. I just ended up like legitimately confusing myself for a second. But let me come here, hop back to the stream. Perfection. Let's see how that looks. So we got, now you have nested your for each call. Declare an input variable. That's another thing though too today. I really wanted to I really wanted to stay on live today for like dumb long, because you know people be on live for like 4 hours and maybe for like an hour or two they sit there like playing a game or something just to, you know, let time pass, get that 4 hours. I'm like, I really wanted to do that today, but I'm not sure. You said, hello, do you remember my name? Damn, I actually don't, I don't think. I just felt like I used to always call you Baloo. I'm not sure. I think I forgot, man. I think I forgot. Let's go create element, and then we're going to have to do input type. Oh yeah, I think we did this last time. The only thing that was confusing me was I forgot how to set type. So set the type and attribute to text, and the ID attribute to letter plus number. Oh, I think, oh my goodness, I haven't done this in so long, but I think it's just like this, no? If it's not like this, then yeah, I haven't done this in dummy long, but I think it might be. And then we need to go input.id equals letter plus number. Oh my goodness. Yesterday, like, I was really scared. I was like, I forgot how to do that. But okay, we got that. We got that down pat. Oh, did I get it right? Did I get it right? In earlier projects, you learned about the set attribute method. Wait, hold on. We may have learned this in earlier projects, but my memory is not up to par. I'm glad you're about to explain some things here. So L attribute equals value. The full version is don't worry, be lucky. Oh yes, I forgot. The Discord multi-stream guy. Oh my goodness. I forgot, don't worry, be lucky. Damn, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. I've been doing a lot of things like with my studying, with trying to put words, like, you know how yours is, you said don't worry, be lucky, so you do like, you wrote them all out in letters instead of writing it out. I've been trying to do that for the way that I study, so I feel like it's gonna be tough for me to remember that, because I'm like trying to do that with a bunch of different letters and trying to remember that. The property names for hyphenated HTML attribute values. Hey, what is up, Chandra? What is up? What is up? If you are new here, guys, then what I do is the more steps that I solve, the closer I get to my certification. I still consider myself a bit of a beginner. I know you see those days at the bottom. Honestly, I gotta change that real quick because we're at 171. But I know you see these days, but they're not really, I normally code for about an hour every single day. So it's kind of like, it may seem like, oh, this person knows what they're doing because 170 days, but trust me, I'm still a beginner. Still a beginner. Set the area, what the hell? Hey, what is up, Mr. Gamer? Jazz, did you already get the responsive design? I'm currently doing that one right now. Yes, I did get the responsive design. I'm hoping I could get this one soon, but I've been getting stumped a couple of times, and it's always on some easy stuff. I'm like, bruh, I should know that. Mr. Gamer, it's been a minute. Set the area label attribute for the input element to the same value as the ID. By the way, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 1,630 today. That would be super cool if we could. Okay, how do I do this again? So are we literally legitimately writing L? And then why is it uppercase? That's supposed to happen? Set the area label attribute for the input element to the same value as the ID attribute. Oh, I'm like, what did they just tell me? I must have issues with like reading. Okay, let's go input dot area label, and then we gotta do this, but I don't know if they want it in quotes, but I guess we'll see. Oh, shoot. I guess we'll see. So let me paste here. Okay, they don't. I thought they wanted it in quotes for a second. This is low. Yesterday I was looking at my screen for 10 minutes and it was a space that was causing the error. Bro, that's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. The other time, for me, it was like a syntax error. There was one time, it was supposed to be like you know when you do the equal sign and you want to put 3, the whole time I kept putting 1. I don't know what was making me do that, but you know, like sometimes you be having to put 1, but I should have figured because I was trying to make it equal, it should have been 3 of them. But I'm like, and this was just the other day, I'm like, come on, I should have known that. I think, what was the other one? Oh, where is it at? Because it's somewhere here. It's somewhere here that was so bad. I think it might have been this one, but they were telling me, I think it might have been this one. Wait, that looks funny though. It might have been this one, but there was something where all they wanted me to do was create this arrow function and just write create label. And I was trying to put these arrows around it, but I guess at the time they didn't want me to do it. So I'm like, bro, what is going on? And I'm going all over the place. I'm like, this isn't working. Someone literally just goes write the variable. So I write it out and it worked. I was like, bruh, that can't even be my fault at that point. They just made me like do that in such a weird way for no reason. So now we gotta do container and we gotta append the input. I don't know. Oh yeah, okay, append child. Is it uppercase? Is it uppercase, y'all? Oof, and then I forgot if it's this. Whatever, we'll figure this out. Input. Is there any quotes? Input. Bruh, spell. Okay, I was gonna say it's either equals or, hey, we finally got it to look like this. We're making an Excel sheet, by the way. Wait, what did I just make last time? So I'm just wondering, because normally I like to build projects outside of this. So I'm wondering, what the hell did I create last time? Oh, I think this was because I accidentally built both of these together, the number sorter and the statistics. So I guess I would have to create the spreadsheet by myself afterwards, but let's keep this pushing. Let's keep this pushing, you know? Let's keep this pushing. Can this push? I'm just playing. We gotta watch this. Are we gonna be a supporter or are we not? Let's see. Thank y'all for tuning into the video diaries. I'm surprised y'all actually like that. I feel like I'm very happy that y'all do tune into it, because sometimes, you know, I'll put in a lot of effort with like these live streams or a lot of effort with like the barbershop series sometimes, right? Like it could be a little bit, I feel like, underperforming, but it's still a lot of editing and a lot of like camera angles I gotta think of. So very thankful that y'all end up liking that, because that is a little bit less effort. Sometimes, like, I might have to see if I could stay on topic, but, you know, I just get to talk to the camera and then y'all literally shoot that to 200 to 300 views. Like, that's amazing, bro. That is amazing. So we gotta go sum equals nums. I don't like that. Just kidding. Which would be an array of numbers and should return the result of calling reduce. Hold on, restart. It should, wait, hold on. Which will be an array of numbers. So they're just telling me that. There's nothing I have to do. Or, no, yeah, that's right, because it can't be nums and then equals this. I think that wouldn't make sense, but that could be a thought. That could be a thought. It threw everything off when I did that. So it should return, let's use keywords, the calling of reduce on the array to sum all the numbers. Oh no, man, I'm gonna screw this up. Okay, so the calling on the array to sum all of the numbers. That got me. What are we talking about? I'm not gonna lie. What are we talking about? Your sum function should use implicit return. Oh, okay. So they don't like me. That means it should be a simple line. I like that. Should return the result of calling dot reduce. I know dot reduce. Okay, on nums. I was gonna do on arrays. I don't know why. It could have been a misreading. I was gonna do that on arrays. So now you're doing this, and then what? You're putting sum in here? Wait, no, that wouldn't make sense. Yikes. So nums.reduce, your sum function should return the sum of all numbers in nums. Why do they keep saying it like that? Am I doing array? No. Am I doing array? No. So it should return all the numbers. So what the fuck? Am I doing nums.reduce nums? Okay. You just gotta think. Declare a sum function that takes nums as the parameter, which will be an array of numbers. It should return the result of calling reduce on the array to sum of all the numbers. I know it has to be something that gets written in here, but in my head, I think it looks alright to me, but maybe I'm sure. But do we have a dot reduce? Maybe there's something that you're supposed to like commonly write in dot reduce that I'm forgetting. Dot range, dot, wait, that's not even dot, but okay. Damn, we don't have no damn dot reduce. I can't get some help here. Dot reduce. Should return the sum of all numbers in nums. And it's not sum, obviously, because we don't even have the math. Oops. To do that. Unless it's supposed to be like nums plus nums, but that sounds crazy. I think from here, I might have to it's Ryan, did I see your comment last night? Yes, I did. I did see your comment. An array, I know it's gonna be so easy, and I'm gonna be like, bruh, what was I thinking? I'm surprised it doesn't go through like this, though. Your sum function should return the sum of all numbers in nums. So there has to be something within reduce that's very common that returns that. So that's going to be something in itself, but I guess we'll have to see. It should return the result of calling reduce on the array to sum all the numbers. Who knows? Maybe if I keep reading it, I'll figure out what needs to come in here. And I swear it wouldn't be anything. But I know... Oh! Wait, no, that wouldn't make sense. Actually, what the hell am I talking about? I said, oh, like I ate. Hold on, give me 1 second. That was crazy. We don't gotta talk about that. We really don't gotta talk about that. That's enough. That's enough. Is it number? Oh, could it be numbers? I mean, not numbers. Could it be dot length? No, but that wouldn't make sense either. Actually, what made me think dot length? Oh, because I'm thinking sum of all numbers. Could it be dot length? Declare a sum function that takes a nums parameter, which would be an array of numbers. It should return the result of calling reduce on the array to sum all of the numbers. I think it just hit me. Oh, I thought I was there. I know it's gonna be so simple and I'm gonna be so pissed, bro. Nums dot reduce. Would it be like, am I supposed to write like something in here? Am I supposed to do another? No, because I feel like they would have told me to do another arrow function. Right? Because it wouldn't make sense for me to just start randomly being like, okay, fine, then we're going to do this. It's like, there's no way that they would want me to write an arrow function. I mean, the only thing is, though, is that we could probably try. But I doubt it. Oh. Wow. This is like actual syntax. I'm glad I remembered this. Account current. Honestly, I really thought this was like, I didn't even know this was a real thing. I honestly thought this was like a placeholder for like a certain name. So that's why I wasn't thinking this is what they wanted. But this makes sense now. ACC current. Like, I really thought that was a placeholder. I mean, I'm glad we got this. I'm so happy I got that because that was crazy. Hey, what is up, Clark? Declare is even, so we gotta go const is, because I would have stayed there forever. Let's go equals this, and then this. Wait, they might want to implicit return, though. So now we got num, which takes num as the parameter and returns true if the number is even. Do we have to do an if statement, y'all? I think if it's even, you just put num. And then it's supposed to return true. And then I think it's just supposed to be else. And then return false. But it says, and false otherwise. Use the module operator to determine if the number is even. What the hell? So what? I'm supposed to throw this bit in here? I've never seen this damn module option. What the hell is we talking about? Do I do num num? Your is even function should return true for even numbers. Okay, let me regroup here. Oh, so it does return false. So now we just got to work on, okay. So if I do return false here, that part works. But now we need to get this, because it says return true, but maybe it's the way we're putting our percentage. Oh wait, okay. Maybe it's the way we're using our percentage. Should it be percentage first? Okay, yeah, that don't make sense. Never mind. Let's try again. So it's not returning true for even numbers. And then if I just put num. Oh, but if I just put num, your is even function should return false for odd numbers. So now it's not returning false if we did it like this. But I know they want me to use this. I just don't know how. How the hell do you use this thing? It's supposed to be here. Yeah, no. I feel like maybe this makes sense. It's just maybe, unless, should return true if even. But this determines whether it's even or odd. So when I do it like this, it's like, like it doesn't understand. But then again, too, I don't really understand this operator. Is this telling me that it is even? So it's determining if a number is even or odd. So then how do I let this know if it's even, return true? Why do I gotta use this operator? Oh, you know what? Never mind. Because I was thinking if I did the exclamation point, but I think that means not a number. So then that wouldn't make sense because odd numbers are still not a number. How do I get that to be an even number? That's where we'll have to see. We're almost, I feel like we're literally right there. Because of the fact that the second one works, there was about 7 steps, we solved them all. Maybe you can't put it against each other? Maybe num doesn't make sense? I guess I'm gonna have to think. Oh, wait. I think it's just 2. It's not 2. It says is even function should return true for even numbers. So would it not be true then? I mean 2? Because I'm thinking, well, no, because a number should return true for even numbers, is even function should return false. So now that just completely stopped that if I did do 2. So what if I switch this to false? Okay. That might be the issue. Perfect. Woof. I shouldn't have stumbled a little on that one, but guess what? It was a little stumbling, and then I ended up getting it. So I'm not gonna be too upset. I'm not gonna be too upset with that. Sometimes you just gotta think it through. It says, I said keep being you and we'll be alright. Thank you so much, Ryan. Hey, what is up, Clark? My bad. So we support Marzi in here. Never stop being amazing. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much. Equals 0. Well, it ended up going through the way I did it. I didn't put 0. I'm surprised. I'm shocked that it went through with me doing just num percentage 2. Right? But hey, they let me slide on that one. Then we're gonna go average function, which takes an array. So declare an average function, meaning they want me to do this, I think, which takes an array of numbers as the parameter. So that's just gonna be nums. It should return the average. Maybe it hopefully won't be implicit return. Return the average of all nums in an array. I think when you do the average of something, I think you have to divide by a certain thing. So the average can be calculated by dividing the sum. Okay, yep, that's what I was thinking. So you're dividing the sum. Within which slash is division? I think it's this one, because when you do this one, it turns red. Okay. Dividing the sum of all the numbers in an array by the length of the array. So then we got to go nums.length. So this is where the dot length should come in. Ooh, why is that not looking right? Oh, my equal sign. Oh, implicit return. I gotta stop. I don't know why I naturally put those there. I just don't know. So it's supposed to be implicit return, and then it's saying should return the average values of the nums array. And to do that, yeah, you're supposed to divide the sum of all the numbers in an array by the length of the array. Remember that you have a sum function you could use. So then maybe it's the way I wrote it. Maybe they want me to do sum first. I mean sum second. What? You're calculated by dividing the sum of all the numbers, which would just be sum, because we have that number in the array. Sum of all the numbers in the array by the length of the array. Is it like nums.length minus 1 or something? Like, do they want me to do something here? Plus 1? No, that's not what they want. Let me reread. The sum of all the numbers in the array by the length of the array. Maybe it could be you regularly do num, but you do dot length here. Because if this is supposed to be considered my numbers array, wouldn't it be dot length here? If they're just both dot length? I doubt that. Remember that you have a sum function. Let me see what the sum function is doing. Let me flip it again. Let me flip it again real quick. Actually, that could have been the case again. What if it is sum? No, because that would have made sense if I did sum.length and then you just put nums here. And then I don't think they both can be dot length. So I think it would have to be... It can't be sum.length. I feel like the sum is the sum. And this one would have to be the one that's dot length of the array. But I don't understand why that's not coming out correctly. Can be calculated dividing the sum. We're gonna have to see. Oops. Declare an average function which takes an array of numbers as the nums parameter. It should return the average of all numbers in the array. The average can be calculated by dividing the sum of all the numbers in the array by the length of the array. Remember that you have a sum function you could use. I'm trying to see in particular, where am I getting wrong? So, it's supposed to be nums.length divided by... How is this not going through again? Nums.length. Maybe I gotta do nums. Oh my gosh. It clicked. I was like, because how does it know it's doing numbers? So your next function will calculate the median value. I'm noticing myself that it always takes me a second, like, to third guess. Well, not guess, but like my third idea. So maybe I just need to go with my third idea first, and then I probably would get it right. Because that's crazy. Your next function will calculate the median value of an array's number, starting by declaring the median. We got this. We gotta go median equals this. Oh, wait. Equals this. And then we gotta do the arrow function. The easiest part, by the way. Oh my gosh, stop. They want an implicit return. I need to cut it out, man. Oh, so nums will always be this. So I gotta remember that. When they want me to write a different thing, just put the parentheses and then you eventually get it. The percentage, oh, hi, what is up coding with Adam? It says percentage is called a modulo operator. It gives you the remainder of two numbers. If remainder of two numbers. If two numbers divides and gives 0, it means it's even. No, yes, that's why I should have done it by, I did it by 2, but I should have known to do it from the jump. Like, 'cause I knew it was 2, I just forgot because I was doing num, and I'm like, it's like working-ish, but then when I realized, I was like, oh wait, no, it's supposed to be 2, so I'm happy I ended up getting that. So road to 2K, hey, that's what's up, I hope so. If y'all are new here, man, hit that subscribe button. You said I'm going to start doing those challenges. Great way to learn and get you thinking. No, big facts. Big facts. And the function declared... Oh, wait, whoa. What are we doing? Your next... So start by declaring a median arrow function that must take nums as the parameter. In the function, declare... Okay, so now they want this. So now we're going to have to go sorted, which is going to have to assign it the value of the nums array. I don't even... Oh, okay. Then you should use .slice method for creating a shallow copy of the array. Did I not do .slice? Oh, this was supposed to be a .sort somewhere? What the hell? Why would I know to do a dot sort connected to my dot slice? You should pass a callback function to your sort method. Does it say that somewhere? I don't know, brother. I would not have known that. Kind of glad they showed me. And then that should work. Oh, implicit return. Hold on. Brother, please. Your median function should... Wait, what the hell is going on? Your median variable should be a function. Oh, okay, we're just going to ignore that one. You should pass a callback function to your sort method to accurately sort the numbers in ascending order. Oh, okay, so that's where they want me to do something. Never mind, I thought they just wanted me to write that. So now they want me to actually get in here and do something else. And they want me to implicitly return it, right? I don't know why they're acting like my median isn't a function. Is my median not a function? Yeah, it should be. Const median equals nums function, start by declaring median arrow. It should be. But then now they want me to do an implicit return or pass a callback function to sort method to accurately sort the numbers in ascending order. Use implicit return for clarity. For clarity. So now we gotta think about how to get this in ascending order. Your next function will calculate the median value of an array of numbers and start by declaring a median arrow function that takes nums perimeter. In the function, declare a sorted variable and assign it the value of sorting a copy of the nums array. You should use the dot slice method for creating a shallow copy of the array. And then use the dot sort method chain to dot slice. And within this dot sort method, you should pass a callback function to accurately sort the numbers in ascending order. Use an implicit return for clarity. So at least I know exactly where I'm going wrong. At least. Hold on, because... So I would have to say, if we're trying to do this in ascending order, there has to, of course, be like somewhat of like a math to this thing. So the only thing I can think of, I wonder how deep do they want me to go though? Okay, I'm assuming they don't want me to go that deep. So if it needs to be in ascending order, do they want me to do like an A and B type of thing here? Like, what do you think, y'all? You think they want me to do like an A and B? And then maybe A minus B? Maybe. I mean, I could be like totally wrong. Oh no, okay, that is what they want. So they wanted an A, B, then A minus B. Yes, okay, because that makes sense. Let me actually take a note of that. Never mind. I don't know where the hell my pencil went. Oh, I think I took it the other day to work. Because y'all, like I said, I'm trying to study for something else, bro. And it's going to be so cool when I end up getting that. Well, it is a certification, but the thing is like, it's technically not, because I'm learning it off of Allison. And I'm not going to say exactly what it is. I'm learning this thing off of Allison, and they always have certs, but the certifications aren't even like real. They even have like diplomas on there. I'm like, bro, this isn't even like a real diploma. I don't even know why they call it that. But I just want to put real quick that in the dot sort, if you do this arrow function, then A minus B equals ascending numbers. But it's probably different for each thing, honestly. Oh shoot, I gotta get back to chat. My bad if y'all were messaging. Oh no, y'all weren't. Okay, then I guess I don't have to come back to chat. If y'all are new here, man, definitely hit that subscribe button. We are on the road to 2,630 subscribers. That would be super damn cool. So run it up. The more steps we solve, the closer we get to this cert. So now declare, we got to go const length equals, and assign it the length of your sorted array. What? Assign it the length, oh, sorted. I always gotta pay attention to what I name something, because then every time I'm like, what am I assigning? And I'm like, wait, I named something in a middle variable. And a middle variable that has the value of the length divided by 2. Wait, hold on, they're confusing me. And a middle variable, because if you say and, you're making me think a comma, and then you're making me think to go middle. Yeah, and then that's not even gonna work. So what? And a middle variable. Oh. Never mind. That has the value of the length divided by 2 subtracted by 1. So I don't know if they're talking about sorted dot length that would be divided by 2 and subtracted by 1. I don't know exactly what they wanted me to do that to. Const should, I mean, you should use const to declare middle. I did. Says, all right, let me start from the beginning. You should assign the sorted array to your length variable. Oh, I think I'm supposed to just do length. So anyway, you should assign the sorted array. Okay, when it says sorted array again, maybe do they legitimately mean or an array? No, they don't. I don't know why they're saying it like that. You should declare a middle variable after your length variable. Okay. You should use const to declare your middle variable. Okay. You should assign middle the value of dividing the length variable by 2. You should subtract 1 from your length calculation. So that works. The only thing is I think I'm doing this part wrong, which is throwing everything off. Because it's saying sorted array. Array. You should assign the length of the sorted array to your length variable. Oh, the length. So what would it be about? Wait, I think I already did that. Oh, okay, never mind. Because see, having multiple lengths on the screen is hella confusing. Because when they're saying length, I'm like, length what? Like, are you talking about my length variable or dot length? Now I'm getting like I'm flipping. Okay, now let's see. Check if the length is even using. Why did I say it like that? Check if the length is even using the is-even function. If it is, return the average of the number at the middle index and the number after that. And if it's odd, return the number at the middle index. No. Return the number at the middle. Okay, wait, hold on. If it's even, whatever. If it's correct, return the average of the number at the middle index and the number after that. Plus 1, my guy? Is that what you're saying? If it's odd, return the number at the middle index by itself. But you'll need to round the middle value. I don't have that in me, gang. Like, what are we talking about? Okay, so return middle. If length is, wait, so what? Return the number of the middle index. You'll need to round the middle value up. Length is even, you should return the average of the number at the middle index and the number after it. If length is odd, you should return. Do they want me to do an if statement? What if I did this? Okay, fine. I'm wondering, do they want me to... Oh, wait, do they want me to do a tyranny? Or did I think too far? If length is even, you should return the average of the numbers at blah blah blah. That might... Do they want me to do a tyranny, y'all? Because if they do, this makes it easier. But if they want me to put an if statement... If it is... Do they want me to put an if statement? I don't want to waste my time trying to do a tyranny, but then the same way I don't want to waste my time doing an if statement. So it's like, I feel like I just want to know. I'm gonna just go if statement. I feel like you can't go wrong with an if statement. But do you have to? You should return a value from the median function. What? So this isn't... Oh, so this is supposed to be median? Never mind. I misread. Alright, so if length is even... So we did this before. So we gotta go with length. Let's just see. I just want to see it work once. Okay, so then this is what we're doing. Okay, perfect. So you gotta return false. And then else return true. Something like that. Maybe it's the other way around. Oh, wait, hold on. I forgot. Never mind. We're not returning true or false. We're returning the middle index. I'm forgetting. So it should be middle and then the number after it. But I'm kind of confused what the hell that means. So we're just going to go middle for now. And then I think this is legitimately supposed to be middle on its own. Or it goes one way or the other. If length is even, you should return the average of the number at the middle index and the number after it. then if length is odd, you should return the value at the middle index. One of them should have worked. Unless they legitimately want me to put, no, because they wouldn't want me to put dot index. Unless, yeah, no. So one of them should have legitimately worked and it's not. So I must have did something wrong. If length is even, you should return the average of the number at the middle index and the number after it. And then when it's saying number after, like, what are we talking about? Are we talking about plus? Are we talking about +1? Like, what's the number after that? The number after. I don't even know. What the hell is the number after that, bro? That is crazy. All right, let me reread. Check if length is even using your isEven function. If it is, return the... Oh, you know what? I didn't use my isEven function. So am I supposed to go like isEven length? Okay, I could have definitely still screwed that up. Hold on, because I think I'm onto it. Check if length is using your isEven function. If it is, return the average of the number at the middle index and number after that. If it's odd, return the number at the middle index. You'll need to round the middle value up. I think I'm onto it, because I missed that whole beginning part that we're supposed to be using that function at some point. So I feel like we're gonna have to see. Oh, you know what's crazy too? And then my thing is, no, yeah, because length is sorted.length. So I think, and the thing is too, is I just remembered that when I do this, I need to equal that to 0. That's probably what's throwing this off a little bit, a tiny bit maybe. And then maybe we would do, I don't know, would it be like sorted and then put this in an array? No, that wouldn't make sense. That wouldn't make sense. Sorted middle. I'm not sure. Let's try to see if we can at least get this one done. Let's see if we can get this one done. So I feel like this one would need to be, this one's probably going to be a little bit more intense. So let me try, because I feel like we have to do something with, oh, you know what? Maybe instead of doing sorted, maybe we have to do something with length. And then we got to open this up and go middle. Right? Is this where we have to do? And then we do plus length, I think middle +1. Because you do need to do the +1. Then the other one needs to be middle. And then I think this would just straight up be close that out. And then you're supposed to put like divided by 2. I think. Did that work? Or did I overthink that? I feel like I could have overthought that. And then this one's probably supposed to be length. And then middle. Damn, I must have overthought that. Or I'm not putting in the right stuff. Because it's supposed to be middle. Then it's supposed to be going up. If true. Even urge. I don't know. I'm not sure. So that didn't work. And I'm assuming it's because sorted is nums.slice.sort AB. Then it goes to A minus B, but then length equals sorted.length. And then middle equals length divided by 2 minus 1. So maybe, I feel like I'm damn near there, or at least I have some logic going on. But I just kind of got to think a little bit more. If y'all ended up writing any of the answers, that's probably why I'm not looking at chat as often. Just because it's like, I just want to see if I can get it on my own. But hey, I am struggling. So return length middle plus length middle plus 1. Because that should be the one. Could it be the dividing by 2 that's throwing it off? Well, when I did divide by 2. Oh, never mind. I thought something else happened. Length middle plus 1. Then you got to return regular length middle. Maybe you're supposed to, instead of doing an array, because it is an array, maybe you just do a dot. No, that wouldn't make sense. You start dotting middles. I'm not sure. Because then again, in my head, it kind of is like, why are you doing an array? So let me regroup real quick. Let me regroup. I'm not too positive. Middle is length divided by 2 minus 1, and that obviously can't be changed because we didn't write that. So, damn, how does it, would it just be middle? It can't be middle dot length. I just want to see like one number disappear, just so I can see if I'm like in the right direction. So maybe instead of it being length, it is supposed to be sorted. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe I'm using the wrong thing. And then maybe still put divided by 2 here. Maybe it's supposed to be sorted, y'all. Probably was using the wrong, Okay, so we did get number 2 to disappear. So if length is odd, you should return the value of the middle index. Return the value? So do they legitimately want me to do this? If length is odd, return the value of the middle index. Damn, I'm right there. So the first one worked. I don't know why it didn't work the first time. Maybe it was like, oh, because I forgot because we put sorted. If length is odd. But then I know they do want it rounded. So maybe if we went sorted. No, I don't know. I don't know because I think they want it rounded, but would you use round? Would you use like math seal to round? I feel like I learned that recently. Let me try it. Math seal. I feel like probably not. I don't think this is what they want. This is probably, I think this is once again me probably going too far. But let's see. And then close that. Oh no, that is what they wanted. Math.seal. Honestly, I just learned this recently. So I feel like I got lucky there. But yeah, so I knew this was what the syntax should have been. I just was putting length. Same thing here, because I almost switched this back to length again. Which I don't know why I kept trying to go back to length, but I'm happy I got that. It took a minute. But that's all right. Hey, what is up, Johorty? I think it's how you say your name, Johorty. I don't know. You got an H in there. And then it says Jonathan Lee. Now you got to say middle. Oh, okay. People are still learning web dev. Big facts, bro. Yes, we are. Well, I personally do it as a side hustle. I don't really see it as like a career thing. But there's a good amount of people who still are. So I think from here, let me, real quick, just in case if I do have to end up getting off live, because I don't know if I have to do something by 2:30 or if I'm able to stay on a little bit longer. But if so, actually not really, because I do got to study more. So I probably could promise y'all a more longer live stream, I think, tomorrow. But yeah, so yes, bam, we ended up getting that, bro. So just here for a bit, just saying what's up. Thank you so much, Mad Art. What's up? What is up? If y'all are new here, man, hit that subscribe button on the road to 1,630. Oh my goodness, y'all. I just looked. We're at 1,626. That is amazing. We got about 3 subs. Or, no, I think we started at 22. So we got about, oh no. Did we start at 22? Did we start at 22? I think so. So we got about 4 subs. Thank y'all so much, man. Thank y'all so much. I gotta put the subscriber goal a little bit higher. But I'll see if I'm able to stay on, though, because I really wanted to. I was probably just going to start, if anything, I would have probably started gaming right now. But I really don't know if I could stay on or not, because I do have a bunch of things I gotta end up doing today. So, which is kind of crappy. It sucks, because it ends up coming to your day off from work. And then it's like, every day on your day off from work, or every week from your day off from work, it's like you always gotta sit there and do something. Gotta do groceries, gotta do laundry, gotta go drop this off, drop that off. And it's just because, like, maybe if I worked mornings, I think it would be a little bit more easier. If you worked mornings, you could come out of work and then do everything you need to do to get done. When you work nights, somewhat-ish, I work somewhat nights. Especially because of the overtime I'd be doing 12 hours almost every day. Um, when you work that time and you're still kind of coming out at night, it's like you can't do groceries when you get out. You can't do laundry when you get out because the laundry room isn't open. So it's like it's just so crappy, bro. It is just so crappy. I really hope I can get a morning shift at some point. Cause man, I hate having to wait till my days off to sit here and start doing stuff. Absurd. But alright, y'all. Oh, and another thing too I wanted to talk to y'all about. By the way, if y'all have any questions, you could definitely ask them away. This is the time. But what was I just about to say? Damn, I was about to get into something. Oh, so pretty much I can't wait because I'm gonna end up getting back into learning IT support. But I'm so iffy on something because I feel like learning the actual job of IT support, like learning, the help desk stuff and like troubleshooting, learning all that, like the fun stuff, the stuff you get to actually like see yourself doing. I feel like that probably is going to be easier to learn since it's going to be something you're interested in. You're trying to where to reset a computer, when to, let's say someone can't connect their second monitor, you just know that you would go to the dual monitor in their settings and then you'll have it from disabled, then you'll probably set it to automatic. If it's something deeper than that, you try whatever you could, maybe a troubleshoot, doesn't work, pass it up, right? But I feel like that comes off like it's easier. For me, I personally want to study for the CompTIA A+, but I'm so stuck between, should I study for the A+ first, or should I study the IT support position first? Or I guess what that would offer, because I guess technically, because I'm not like the greatest beginner of IT. Like I feel like I actually only know a few things. You give me a quiz of 10, I might be able to answer 7, and it was probably a guess, and I just got it. So I feel like for me, I probably do need to get the IT fundamentals down first, which I have been doing. I've been like focusing a lot on it recently. But hold on real quick. I've been focusing a lot on it recently, and I found a lot of what is it called? Like YouTube videos specifically for help desk or IT support, and they have like a bunch of different tickets and then they solve it and they show you how to solve it. I'm like, shoot, that's like a great place to be learning. So for me, it's like I think I should be studying for the A+, because the A+ is going to have stuff I really don't know. You said the A+ is electronics, no, big facts. Big facts. But to end up, well, I heard that you don't have to have an A+ to land an IT job. But I heard that if you do show, or let's say you have it and you show the effort of wanting to like you have that certification, it was saying they could pay you on the higher end if you show that you have the knowledge of IT and you have the A+, you probably have a bunch of like labs instead of just trying to walk in there like not knowing anything. So for me, I wanted to prepare myself a lot more. So hopefully I could walk in on the higher end of the pay. And stuff like that. Oh my goodness, something in my eye. But yeah, so I definitely need to end up studying for that A+, but I'm just stuck between maybe I still need to get the fundamentals of IT down, and then how long would that take? Hopefully that would take like less than a month. But then again, I don't know. I think my biggest thing, and something I feel like I love to say, is like if you could learn a coding language, I feel like you could learn anything. Because when you learn a coding language, oh yes, the A+ will increase value. Yes, that's literally what I'm trying to say. And then same with Cisco. I forgot what the hell Cisco is. But I feel like I was hearing about that too, about how getting that would be nice, or would be good for your resume. But yeah, so it will increase value, and then if they might potentially, based on your projects and that increased value, give you the higher end of the pay, and then it might be even a lesser time to get into tier 2 compared to somebody who just kind of got there. So I'm like, hey, because getting into tier 2, like that would be the dream. You're saying they're getting paid like I think it's like 32 to 35 an hour, or like 38, and then getting into tier 3 maybe a year or two later, I think is when you start at 35, and then you maybe max at 40 to 45, something like that, and then you can get into network admin or system admin, something like that. So for me, it's like I kind of want to focus a lot on the IT support route, and then hopefully if I could stumble into the cybersecurity route. But I don't know, because I was getting super hype on cybersecurity, and I love the idea of constantly learning, but I'm also getting afraid of the fact that like there is a lot to learn. especially if you want to keep, like, for one, there's a lot to learn to stay in your position, but then there's a lot to learn to advance in your position. So then I'm like, damn, it's just gonna be a lot. Like, So for me, it's like, maybe I should just be like, F it, I'd rather be a network engineer, which I think their cap pay is like 65 an hour, but I think it starts at 45 or something like that. I'm like, that wouldn't be a bad career to just stay there. But then I'm like, really, but out of fear of being like, I can't rise up in cybersecurity. I'm like, I feel like if I have the offer to get into cyber, right? Like I applied for it and they're like, you got the job. I think I have to take it. I think it would be foolish for someone to not take the cybersecurity position if you studied for obviously the plus security, cybersecurity and stuff like that. But I don't know, I started getting nervous. I'm like, I think I'm gonna have to shoot for network engineer just in case. Just in case, bro. That might have to be the wave. You said A plus. Oh, you said MCSE is a Microsoft certification. Good job, security and value, or at least it used to be. Cisco is networking. No, yes, because I'm realizing I would need to get into the network, of course, to be a networking engineer. So I'm like, that would be goated, and especially too if you're working somewhere as a network engineer where networking is like really big at that job, which I think honestly is every job that has networking. You can get paid a pretty good. You could get paid a pretty good penny, but you're gonna need a good years of experience though. You said, Dan, 65 an hour. I'm in the wrong business. But that's the cap pay. So you're probably not going to touch that until, depending on what age you are. Like, let's say I was able to become a network engineer by, I don't even want to say 30. I'll say like 35, right? At this point, I'm already 22. So let's say 35. Then from there, you're probably starting at 45. So then you would have to obviously get your raises up to 65, which I don't know if they do a raise every year naturally or if you have to like fight for a raise. So then that makes it a little bit more difficult. But then on top of that, let's say it is yearly. Imagine how many years. In most years, it doesn't even go up a full dollar. So it's like, you're not gonna probably hit that 65 until you are 65. No, I'm just playing. You're not gonna hit that 65 until you're probably like 50. But I mean, I wouldn't care. Shoot. Especially getting paid 45 at 30 years old. You know how like the average pay for a 30-year-old is, I think, 21 an hour, or I would say like 25. I'll probably raise it a little bit, like 25 to 26 an hour. So it's like, even if you're 30 and you could get paid at least 30 to 40 an hour, I'm like, you're winning at the end of the day because you're making more than the average at least. So for me, I'm telling you, I feel like IT truly is the wave. Oh, what's up, Mars? What is up? Oof, that's my name. My name is Mars. Your name can't be Mars. My name is Mars. And I'm just playing. But, what was I about to say? Damn. Oh, yeah, because I think IT support, honestly, like, if you could learn any coding language, bro, you could learn anything. Because there's something else that I'm studying for that I don't want to get into just yet, but it's supposed to be more of, like, a stability type of job, just in case if it's difficult for me to get into the IT support position. Because, like, I know normally they hire internally. So the stable job in the IT support position I want to get into that has the security team are all in one job. So I'm shooting for the stable position because I know that they normally hire internally, but it might take it could potentially take 2 or 3 years before I could even get it, right? I'm just assuming, hopefully from them knowing, like me networking and then me having the CompTIA or whatever, that I could hopefully get the position. But shoot, I can be denied or I can never even get an interview and it might take years. Hopefully it doesn't, and hopefully it would just take like 1, maybe 2 years is the max for me. If it takes longer than 2 years, I'm just gonna try and continue in the stable job because there's so many other paths in the stable job at this specific spot that I want to go to. So I'm like, I probably will continue in the stable job until one day I can land into that IT support position and hopefully they can match my pay. I'll be pissed if I end up having to drop pay because they took too damn long to hire me. I'll be like, come on, brother. So for me, I'm currently learning this stable position, which it feels so easy just because of like how I taught myself JavaScript. And so it's kind of like, and CSS, right? CSS is hell in itself as well, but it was a little bit easier to me, but it was something. And being able to teach myself something so difficult like that, even though I still struggle to this day, like I don't know it to the T, still struggle to this day. And it really makes you realize, like, damn, you can learn anything. Because now that I'm studying this stable position, it's clicking like this. Clicking. And it's like, especially with the techniques I had to teach myself for JavaScript or for coding, Like that stuff is straight up just clicking. Those techniques, it works everywhere else, but more simply over a coding language. I'm like, damn. And then on top of that, and that's for the stable job. On top of that, even for the IT support job, it's the same thing. It's like learning how to code and learning the techniques to get yourself to actually learn the code. You transition those techniques to something else. It just feels like a breeze, bro. Like I'm breezing through the IT support. And like I'm like cuz I still need to I stopped following the Google IT support course and I still want to do it. But like I said, so stuck at the decision to be like, should I pursue that or should I just get this CompTIA? And it's tough. It's tough because I don't know too much of the fundamentals. So I'm thinking maybe I should pursue the IT support position or the Google support to get the beginner like IT experience stuff. I'm probably gonna pursue that, especially too. It gives you a discount on the CompTIA A plus. So I'm probably gonna pursue that and then go for my A plus. But I'm telling you, man, I'm like coding is definitely a good place to be though as well. Like if you're a software engineer, that's gonna be some good pay. If you're a web dev, that's gonna be good pay. But you do need to choose experience over pay because I notice it a lot where a lot of people kind of learn this to get like a six-figure job, but then when they see a job that pays 2K a month, they're like, I'm not taking that. I blah blah blah. I'm like, bro, it's the experience. You don't know if you could rise up to 6K off of taking that. And then like I know somebody who just ended up getting their CDL, right? But I'm not sure now if they ended up getting a job. But there was somebody in my family that ended up getting like their CDL. And when they got it, I guess they expected to immediately be getting paid $6,000 as soon as they got it, right? He gets it, and the only positions they decided to offer to him were 40 an hour positions. Like basically positions that probably pay like 1,200 a week. I mean every 2 weeks. So 2,400 a month. And they didn't take any of the positions and they refused to until they could find something that's at least 30 an hour. I'm like, no, like you should want, for one, you should want the experience, but then two, like if you as you were getting the experience on that $20 an hour or whatever they're paying you, I feel like or maybe 18, I don't know. It wasn't exactly 40. I think they said 45. So it might have been 22, 23 an hour, right? It's like even if they're paying you for that time, what is wrong with getting the experience there? And then when you see an offer for $30 an hour, they probably will hire you because you have at least a year or two experience over here, rather than they're gonna hire you off $30 an hour, but you never drove a truck. Like I don't know, it's crazy. What is up with Jet? He said, "What's happening here?" Oh, I'm just talking. I'm yapping. I don't know if the stream, because the stream is eventually going to end. I know my our partner should have been up. I don't know if we're doing something around this time. So I'm gonna message, see if they're awake. If they're not awake, then what I'm probably going to do is probably keep yapping a little bit longer, and then I might just end up start gaming because I already coded. So for me, it's kind of like, so you could also go for the AWS Certified Cloud Practitioner. Average pay is 85 to 110 a year. It's not hourly. Um, it's not hourly. But so what does a cloud practitioner do? Is that because I've heard about cloud, but I'm confused. Is cloud IT support or is cloud cybersecurity? Because I know cybersecurity has something to do with cloud. But if that's like IT support, I probably would end up going for it. Because the thing is like that's why I always say that my position at my current job isn't a bad position. I think it's a really great place to go if you don't have a degree, right? But for me, I feel like I've always wanted more in my life and I've always been the type to want to work hard and get to like I want to work hard and I want to get to a better position in life. And I feel like for me, having a career like the specific one I have now, there's places where you could grow, but it's not fair, if that makes sense. It's like if you're cool with somebody, you get to go up. If you're not cool with somebody, they're gonna keep you where you're at. Can't even jump to different positions at all. Like if they don't like you, you're not moving. And I feel like for me, I'm not about to sit here and like, especially for a job that I feel like to me, like it's a good job, but I feel like it's not worth me having to be cool with this person, then cool with this person, and like, and they're terrible people. Like that's where I think for me it bothers me. Like if they were good people, I would do it, but it's like they're just terrible. And I know it's probably like that at different jobs, but I don't know. I feel like for me it's like I have integrity and I have morals. Like I'm just not gonna sit there and allow like just to be cool with somebody knowing they're doing the most dirtiest, grimiest thing just so I could get into a position. That's crazy. Or they want me to do the dirtiest, grimiest thing to get into the position. It's like, I don't know, I can't do it. So for me, my current job doesn't really have, like, it has good growth for people my age, I feel like, but it's just not the end goal to me. I want to be able to get into something where you could always climb up and always do better. So cloud server as a service and AAS management. Oh, that's not bad. Yeah, company politics sucks. Luckily, nobody expects it from the nerds. No facts. No facts, bro. That's actually, I actually love the way you said it. Like, company politics, it's like, that's literally what it is. And I just don't think it, in a way, I don't think it's like worth it. I know anything could happen. Who knows? One day, like, anything could happen. But it's like, for me, I'd rather go to something where I know I could grow, especially with IT support. There's just so many positions. Cybersecurity, there's so many positions that you can end up climbing up to and getting to that pay good, and you're actually doing like some good work, something that matters to the company. Even though you can of course be replaced. I'm not saying like you're irreplaceable, but it's still a little bit like more like you're doing something, you know? You're not being played into it. You're doing what you got to do. Uh Damn, I was yapping, huh? I was yapping. Let me see if I got a message. I didn't get a message. Have y'all ever played the game? Have y'all ever played the game called 911 Operator? Let me know, because that game is goated. And I know it came out like dummy long ago, but I've like bought all the game packs, right? When I was younger, and my brother broke my laptop, which he swears it was me. I can explain this story right now. I had my laptop. I was probably like, actually, I don't remember what age I was. We were real young. I had the laptop and my brother wanted the laptop, so he grabbed the computer screen. I think he broke it on purpose. My brother was like, when he was younger, he was evil like that. So he grabbed the computer screen. I'm like, let go. We're playing tug of war, and this dude like legitimately like squeezes my laptop to the point that it broke. I'm like, I know he broke it on purpose. He was jealous. Like that kid was something else. My brother was something else. Now he's better. But then, so I lost all the games on there. I ended up getting a new laptop, and then that new laptop also ended up breaking because somebody in my family ended up spilling like soda on it. I'm like, there's just no way at this point. So eventually, all the 911 Operator games, I bought them, never got to play them, and now I've been playing them, so I'm addicted. It says you'll never matter to the company. Use the company to fund what matters to you. No big facts, because like at the end of the day, you can get replaced, but I feel like I like when you actually are doing something in your job that matters to, like whatever you're doing. Like let's say you're working at I don't know. Let's say you're working at like this tech company and you're the network engineer and you're the one who's keeping the network up. It's like, okay, at least I'm doing something that everyone is relying on. You know what I mean? It's gonna suck though if the network goes down, because then now everyone hates me. Everyone's gonna be like, come on, what are you doing? I'm like, oh my gosh, you gotta fix it. But it's like, I feel like at my current job, it's like people kind of don't care about anything. And like literally, you could sit there all day and not do anything. And like, I love my current job. I guess that's the coolest part about it, is that you can get paid good money and sit there and do nothing. But for me, it's like, I want to feel like I'm doing something. Like, I don't want to sit there and feel like I'm doing nothing at all. And that's just crazy. But no, yes, I'm probably just going to continue streaming from here. Y'all can ask me any questions. I'm going to, I don't know. I swear I had something to do today, but hey, listen, we can keep it pushing. It says rather be self-employed. No big facts, because but the thing with being self-employed is like, I don't mind people wanting to be self-employed, but I think where my issue comes from with people who want to be self-employed is like sometimes they will sacrifice everything just to be self-employed, and it's like, bro, at that point you just kind of sold their soul. You know what I mean? Because it's like people will be out here, they'll have a kid, they'll have a wife, but then they don't want to work a job. They don't want to do anything that could result for providing for their family, but they rather sit there and fight for self-employment. I'm like, come on. Like, I want to be self-employed, but I would never quit my job until my self-employment money is up. But there's people out here that would like literally just be so, I feel like, delusional to want to be so self-employed so fast. I feel like the only people that should chase self-employment are people whom are like, you could chase self-employment. I think anyone can. But I'm saying, like, just make sure you have a job that is funding your needs, and you're not using other people to just get by so you could be self-employed. So you're like, let's say you're at your mom's house, and You know your mom's gonna cook. You know if you ask her for $100, she'll give it to you. You know if you want this game, she'll buy it. It's like, bro, but you're like 25. Like, you need to get a job somewhere. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's my only issue. There's people out here, man, that would just be like, I want to be self-employed and just don't want to do nothing. I'm like, brother, come on. It says, hello. Hey, what about Moon of War? What is up? It says, yeah, starting a company is the best way to do something that matters, but it has to be economically viable. Oh, economically. I'm like, what the hell? Viable. No, yeah, big facts. Big facts. 100%. 100%. But just make sure y'all are doing what you gotta do for the time being, man. Make sure that you have to do what you gotta do to be able to do what you want to do. I feel like that should be something everybody lives by, because I know too many people in my current life that are my age that choose not to work, like, at all, just because they're chasing a dream in their head. That, like, I'm not saying that they can't make it, or they can't get there, or they can't build that company, or they can't make that business. I'm just saying you're gonna regret it if that business never happens. Like that, like you're gonna regret it, because you're gonna have wasted so many years when you could have climbed up a career and been getting paid good money instead of having to start now at 35 because you tried to make a business, and which ultimately just resulted in you sitting down all day playing video games because you never made that business. It's normally how it goes. So should I do web dev? I mean, it depends on what you mean for that question. Do you think you should do web dev? I feel like if you are very passionate with web development and it's more of a passion, more of a hobby than it being like a career choice, I think you should definitely do web dev. When it's a passion and a hobby, I think in the end you will make it at some point, because it's always going to be something you work towards because you love it. But if it's not something that you love and you're just trying to do it for money, I think there's definitely better ways to make money over doing web dev. So I just wanted to change CSS colors all day. Oh, big facts. So should do app development. App development wouldn't be bad either. It says business ownership is a lot harder than being a worker. Done. Needs new level of discipline. No, yeah, big facts. But that's what I'm saying, because the thing is people claim they want to be a business owner or a company owner, but because it takes so much discipline to actually build that, they tend to just lay there all day and lay on the bed, eat all the food they want, play video games, doing nothing, straight nothing. And it's like, you're not going to run that business if that's what your days are looking like. Like, you can ask all the other business owners that actually started from nothing. That wasn't what their days were looking like. They were probably working harder than they were working at an actual job. And they weren't even getting paid for that time being. So it's like, if you're not working like that, your business might not end up taking off. You need to, like, but I don't know. But then again, I feel like you need to make sure you're making some sort of income. Like, I don't even care if you don't have rent. Make sure you're making some sort of income and you're saving and you're planning for like a retirement or something. I think it's just foolish to be like, yeah, I'm just gonna rely on other people's money for the time being. Like, I just know too much people that are doing that right now, and it just makes no sense. It's like, bruh. I'm not saying here and there you can't ask for some money, but just for you to allow them to support your whole life at 25? Crazy. It says web dev is knowing that everything you do make will be replaced within a couple of years. So it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. Honestly, I feel like I feel like AI is moving pretty slow though. But in the end, I feel like, yeah, it is definitely possible for something that you did make, if you wanted it to be like an app that took off or something, it might end up being replaced, or someone might do it better than you, and then now you're screwed. But in the end, that's why I feel like, for me, if you're trying to pursue web dev, I feel like it should always be something you do because you are passionate and you're not chasing it for the money. You do it because you love it, you have fun with it. Because I feel like web dev is going to be pretty tough to make good money. It's going to be pretty tough to make like substantial living money to live off of. But I think, if you could land a career in it, it could be very good. But it really just depends. It really depends. But that's why, for me, like, I really want to get into IT support, and something I was thinking about, because I was watching a lot of business videos, and I was watching this dude on how he made, certain business, like, he has this like beautiful business idea, and you could always use that idea and turn anything you want to do into a business. So I was like, yo, what I want to do is, like, when I learn IT support, it's definitely going to be more difficult to get clients that way. But when I learned IT support, something I would want to do is I would love to hire somebody or work with somebody, not hire, because once you start doing that, being sued and scam can start popping out of people's mouth. But I would want to work with somebody, and what we do is we try to get clients that need like electronics fixed, or try to work for certain companies for like a pay, or for some pay, or for like a pay for the day or whatever, to be able to fix people's like TVs, phones, whatever. We have our own truck, right? We go into people's houses because there's people who do it for maintenance, right? There'll be like people who have a van. They'll be driving around to people's houses, fixing like pipes, fixing this, fixing that. I feel like I would like to do that and fix like phones, TVs, computers, anything that's electrical, right? Anything. It could be a PS5, a console. Fix whatever gotta get fixed. Said hi. I'm in my 24th day in web dev journey. Hey, that is what's up, bro. You definitely got this, my guy. Work hard, study hard, grind hard. You will definitely get there. Congratulations. He said, don't get overwhelmed by the noise. Set goals. Focus on them one at a time. 100%, man. 100%. But no, yeah. So I was just thinking of a lot of business ideas you could probably do that could end up working with, I want to say, there's a lot of business ideas that people could do, like for anything. Like there's somebody who does like a ride share business where basically what he does is that he will literally get, like he'll buy certain cars. I think he has like 5 cars. And he would have clients that he got from like Uber or rideshare, but he will talk to them personally and will be like, listen, you call me whenever, or let me know at least the day before what time I've got to pick you up, blah, 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 where you want to go. And he's like, I will do it for pay, because if you think about it, Uber, they charge $40 an hour, but Uber drivers are getting paid, or I mean, the Uber account is getting paid half of that, or getting paid a percentage of that. But if you have a private client, that $40 is going straight to your pocket rather than it being $20. So for me, it's like if you can sit there and create businesses like that where you're just getting the full pay rather than it being cut with somebody, that's where it's at. And people, anybody can do that, right? Just do Uber for a couple days, get some clients, see if you could talk to them, see if you know, be like, yo, you let me know the day before. I might be able to do last minute rides, but let me know. I could charge you this, or don't tell them until like I don't know, because sometimes they be like, okay, so drive an hour away. And you're like, hold up, I can't do $40 an hour away. That gotta be like 50. So yeah, you said just undercut Uber. No, yeah, but I'm telling you though, you do that, bro, you're gonna make hella money being a private driver. You would make hella money. Even same thing, you could do the same thing with DoorDash. If you're so used to getting people's orders and stuff like that, you conversate with the people you meet, you'd be like, bro, you can contact me. I'll pick up any food that you want. Obviously, you're probably gonna have so much clients at that point. Hopefully, it doesn't get overpacked at the same time. But you can be like, call me whenever you want some food, and then they could pay you the full price. And it's like, bro, you're gonna make hella money doing stuff like that. But it's just called being a private food delivery. You can do private groceries, right? You can do Instacart, do the same thing. Talk to them, see if you can get them to be a private client. And Instacart, you get paid even more money, I think, to do Instacart. So it's like, bruh, I'm surprised a lot of people don't think of stuff like that. Because going off of the app, Uber, Instacart, and DoorDash got to get a cut. But if you go private, bro, you're getting the whole entire thing. Crazy. Says JS is a very, oh wait, it says why is JS hard? It really is, and it's annoying. I still struggle with JS a lot. Not even gonna cap. So JS is a variant of ESS script, which is incredibly flexible. It's not hard, but it has hella options for how you want to dev. I think JS is hell. I refuse. JS is hell. And I hate it. I hate it. But when you think of stuff like that, like when you think of how you could, you know, there's like even like some YouTubers do it too, because guess what? There's a YouTube shop, right? Where you can make merch. You could end up making merch from the YouTube shop. And then when you make merch from the YouTube shop, YouTube gets a cut. But if you make your own shop, you get the full pay, basically. Maybe there's going to be like a cut for delivery packaging, of course, because you have to pay for your own shop. You have to pay for your own t-shirts being made. But most YouTubers do that because they realize they can make more money doing it that way without having to give YouTube a cut. Most YouTubers make a Patreon because, well, I think Patreon gets a cut, but I think YouTube memberships takes a lot more of a cut. So most YouTubers do Patreon because they don't want to give YouTube the cut. Like it's crazy. You notice it a lot in life when people realize like, oh shoot, they're gonna take a cut here. I need to figure out a way to get it to where all of it is coming to me. It says, yeah, JS is hard for me. That's the only thing that's slowing me down. Honestly, it's been slowing me down too. I feel like it looks good on camera. I mean, not even. Y'all see me struggling on Free Code Camp, and I shouldn't even be struggling. But it definitely is so hard, and I feel like it holds me back a lot as well. But I think I've also seen myself get really good to the point where I think I can make a basic, like the type of websites I want to make and the type of websites I've always wanted to make. I feel like I know how to make. So to me, I don't care. Like I think I already know enough. I'm just trying to continue learning it because I just want the certification because why not? And then get a couple more. You know what I mean? I think I just do it to be cool. I mean to not to be cool is crazy, but to just be all right is what I meant. It says vanilla fundamentals or blocker vanilla fundamentals is a good place to start. It says yep. Damn. Programming is tough though. Programming is tough, but that's why for me, like I feel like I just would never like programming is fun, and I think it's definitely a good thing to learn, but I don't think I could do programming as my career. I just don't have it in me. I don't think I want to do programming as a career. It just I feel like for me, it's definitely nice to learn. I would continue still learning coding languages. Like I want to learn Python at some point. But doing it as a job where I'm probably gonna have to really, just be coding every day, or well, I think they say most of it is debugging. Glory to God. But if it's like, because I feel like I'd rather debug than code. Like having to come up with my own code is annoying, but being able to like debug someone else's code, some people might find that boring or more annoying. I want to debug. F that. But for me, it's like I can't see myself doing coding or programming as a career. That's why I always see myself as like fixing computers. I don't know how to do it, but I know I could learn it. And then like I legitimately want to fix computers, fix phones, fix TVs, anything that breaks, I want to fix it. Or shoot, make it better, right? Add the RAM, add a new battery, right? Like, well, that's fixing. But adding RAM is making it a little bit better. It says it's tough to remember. No facts, man. It says, are you using framework or raw code? I personally do raw code if you're asking me. It says the way you learned JavaScript. Honestly, the way I learned JavaScript was in the beginning it was very difficult, but then eventually I ended up learning that just building it on your own, even if at first you need to create your own steps, and even if you have to look for the answer, it's okay. I think at first I used to think, no, I need to know it. I need to know it. I just learned it. But it's okay to look for the answer. It's okay if you struggled for 10 minutes to be like, okay, what was that? Or it's okay to look for the syntax. It's okay that you probably knew how to do something for 2 weeks and then you forgot how to do it by the third week. It's like, at the end of the day, I think that's just the life of the programmer. And I heard that in a video somewhere, and it just released so much stress for me. So much stress because I started feeling like, damn, I knew how to do this week 1. I'm forgetting how to do this month 3. It's like, oh shoot, what do I do now? And it's like, just calm down. It's okay to look it up. It's okay to take a note and try to remember it again later. But I don't know. I think some people, they feel like you need to just, because the thing is, you will never learn JavaScript to the point where you know everything. That's just not gonna happen. Most people, even if you watch like good programmers right now, like I love to watch this dude who makes front end mentor projects. He does fly through it quicker than I ever would. But when he is working with JavaScript, you will see a lot of the times where he does have to look things up, or he does have to really think, or he does have to take some notes to try and figure something out. It's like that's just a part of the game. You're not gonna sit there and just know it. And if you feel like that's gonna be how it will be, then you're probably never gonna be satisfied with learning how to code. It says, you said I don't think it's about remembering JS. No, yeah, big facts. Like cause not remembering. I hate when I use the word remembering, but I'm always trying to say like, I feel like when I'm saying remembering, I mean like you learned it and then you kind of forgot what you learned. So it's like remember what you learned. So not like remember the specific code you put that worked. It's like, no, learn why it worked, but remember that is why it worked. But he said code can help you in other areas in life. It's a logic practice, but you don't need to memorize all the function names. That's what the docs and autocomplete are for. No, that's something too that I've learned with coding is I feel like, damn, I hate when I look down, my lighting gets all messed up. But that was another thing too, is that with coding, it really is just a bunch of like logic. And I've learned that I always have the logic down pat, but when it comes to coding it out, that's where I get like I hit like I hit a block, because it's like I would know, okay, if they want the sum of this, I know I need to divide by this, or I need to divide something, but what is that something that needs to be divided? And then I have to go through my code, like, what did I declare this as? And then I'm like, oh, hold up, but this is inside of a function, so I don't know if I could pull this out of the function. So now I'm like, do I gotta move this out of the function? Like, what do I do? And that's where I feel like I start messing it up. I could have the logic, I could know exactly what I want to do, I can have some key things of what to do, but then I always miss a few things. And with JavaScript, if you miss a few things, your whole code's messed up. And that's where it sucks. Since we are the exact opposite roads, I'm working as an intern fixing computers, mostly doing hardware stuff, but my passion is in software. Oh, but that's pretty cool though, man. I wish I could be sitting there fixing computers. But so specifically with what you're doing, is that like tier 2 tech support? If you're doing hardware stuff, or is that tier 3? Like, what exactly, and how to get an internship fixing computers? That's actually super dope. That is super dope. Yeah, yeah, so we are the opposite. My passion is to do that. I want to do that, my guy. This is what you most like, JS or TS. I haven't used TS, so I gotta say JS, but I heard TypeScript is definitely easier, and I heard that it can help you with JavaScript, but I haven't learned TypeScript. Have not learned it. But oh yeah, so, man. JavaScript is something else, but I do not know. But at the end of the day, I think the best thing I could say with anything in life is just learn at your sorry, hit the lamp. It's just learn at your own pace. Because I learned that when I kept trying to be at somebody else's pace, or when I kept trying to do a stream that I'm like, you know what? I want to entertain them over learning. I started to like throw myself in a loop. And I feel like what you need to do is like really learn at your own pace. Who cares how someone else learned it? Who cares where someone else is? Keep pushing. Because if you start trying to learn at somebody else's pace, you're going to screw yourself. So did you get your certificate? Not yet. I think I have about 4 courses left. I believe 4 or 5 courses left, and then I have 5 projects to do. So I'm almost done. I'm damn near there, and it's going to be so lit when I end up getting that. Cannot wait. It says, what do you use for backend and web? I currently don't do backend. I only do front end. It says TS is meant for very large projects and teams. Using it on smaller endeavors is debatable. Oh, okay. Yeah, because I was gonna say, I normally, especially because I plan on making really small websites, then I probably wouldn't need to learn that. But a lot of people keep trying to recommend me that. But I think the problem is like a lot of people just have different opinions in coding, that at some point I learned that you have to make the decision for yourself on what you want to do. Because there's going to be people who probably did learn TypeScript first, and then they used it in that way and it worked. But it may not work for you. So you have to learn what works for you, and then what works for other people. Or it's okay that they're telling you, like, there's some people that will come in on here. I remember back in the beginning, they used to always try to guide me a certain direction. And just one day I was like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, y'all could tell me what y'all think I should do, but I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm just gonna do what I feel like is gonna help and work for me. And then people got upset, or at least I think it was like 1 or 2 people. They ended up getting upset. I'm like, I'm just not gonna learn the way you're telling me to learn, because I don't think it's gonna be good for me. That was all I was trying to say. And then that could turn into like a whole thing when people feel like you're not taking their advice, they just start thinking like, oh, this person, they're never gonna make it then, they won't listen to me. It's like, no, that just worked for you, and this might work for me. Like, that's it. It says, TS now is another layer to know nowadays, no facts. It says, hi, Marzi, what is up? Nice to meet you. Or nice to see you, my bad. Hey, what is up, Rasta man? What is up? Should buy a lot reading books or YouTube videos, or buy website. So normally, to learn JS, for me, I only did websites. I don't like videos. Videos are painful for me to watch and understand. So I would say the Odin Project is a good website. Free Code Camp is a good website. But also just make sure you're building outside of it. So whatever the Odin Project or Free Code Camp tells you to build, try to build it on your own. There's another thing that I like to do with ChatGPT. Just ask them for a JavaScript project, and then you tell them to break down the JavaScript code so you can understand why certain code needs to be there. Now, obviously, do a small project because if they do a big one, they're gonna die. They're not gonna know what to do. So you need to do a small project, and then tell them to break down the JavaScript code, and then you try to recreate that project. So normally that is very helpful for learning JavaScript. It says people talk ish to me every time I program in Pascal. They call it so many names, but they have never called it weak. That's what I'm saying. It's like I just learned that do what works for you, do what feels good for you, do what, because people are going to come in, and most people that do give you advice actually, well, I would say most of them probably do come in with good intentions. They just feel like you have to learn it the way they did. And, we just have some delusional people on this earth that think that. But then, on top of that, there's people who do have bad intentions. They do want you to fail. So they're going to tell you, yeah, do this, do that, do this. And then if you're one of those people who are a little gullible and you're going to run for that and do everything they say, you're going to fall down a whole hill because they're going to be like, but what do you mean you can't do it all three at the same time? Like, I remember I said that one time. I forgot who it was, but I was saying I introduced JavaScript too early in my learning journey. And then someone was like, oh, you should have been able to learn all three together. That is the right blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, but people are just different. Like, I don't know. They just be making you feel like you didn't go down that same path, you're screwed. Don't listen to those people, man. Do not listen to those people. Says your opinion on using AI tools. I personally don't use AI tools. I don't think it could be, I feel like it could be bad. If you aren't trying to code at all by yourself, that's where it could be bad. But if you know how to code and you are simply using it as a mentor, or you're using it here and there if you're not really remembering a certain line of code, I don't think it's wrong. But straight up using it the whole time, can't do nothing without it, that's the issue. And the best way to find out if you rely too much on AI tools, try to code something without AI tools. And if you can't do it, stop using AI tools. It says, what about Rust? I've heard is great for security. Oh, at first I thought you were asking me. I was like, man, at this point I said I don't know. There's so many things. I'm like, bruh. But no, yeah, you're asking. And what is his name? Is it supposed to be inspired or is it supposed to be insipid? Oh, insipid programmer. I like that. I guess. Hey, thank you all so much for subscribing. By the way, we're almost at 1,630. That is amazing, and I'm loving this chat. I normally, like, when it comes to my days off, I kind of want to switch the way my streams are, and I feel like what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to do free code camp for the first hour, depending on how long I'm on. But then eventually, I do want to chat for like another hour, like, just chat it up. Probably could sit here and review some projects. Actually, that's probably what I should have done. I was not prepared for today's stream because I wanted to see like if I could find a project on GitHub that was probably like but then again, I always have trouble opening the projects on GitHub. That's why I needed to look into it, because something I wanted to do for GitHub is I wanted to see if I could find like a to-do list that was really active and like beautiful. But I don't know. Let me see if I can find a to-do list. Like, I wanted to use it as like a user. Too many requests. What the hell? I didn't even ask anything. I just typed something. Let me go here. GitHub community. Let me do... Oh, is it because I put it together? I just want to see if anybody has like a good to-do list that is like low-key fire. But when it says to-do list animations, are they talking about like... Oh, okay. Maybe they are talking about here. Sorry, real quick. I want to be able to see if I can look at this on the screen. But I have a hard time with, like, understanding how to put GitHub code in my damn... Wait, no. Actually, yeah, I think these are animations. Never mind. This isn't even, like... I want to see someone actually code this. Like, code a to-do list from scratch so I could review it. I mean, if any of y'all have one, you could definitely send it to me. But the thing is that, like I said, I'm gonna have a hard time doing it because I'm, like, low-key... not up to par with GitHub. I gotta learn it. It says, Russ, are you planning to start learning a front-end framework? I probably plan on doing it because as of next year, I really want to focus on IT support and learning cybersecurity, or at least like the beginning part of cybersecurity. So for me, I think maybe the year after I could probably get into React, or if I have enough time,
during like May or something. Maybe I could do it around then. But I don't think I'm gonna get into a framework until I really just end up, like having more free time because I really want to focus on IT support. It says Rust is also strongly typed, which is good. Rust borrows checker and strict compiler rule. Well, I'm asking here as a whole, it says please the compiler, but ChatGPT creates advanced and complicated to learn. Oh, well, normally for me, I feel like if you just ask them to break down the code, they break it down in a user-friendly way. So I feel like it shouldn't be that complicated. It says web dev is dead. Yikes. It says GitHub not user-friendly. Um, I'm not even sure. I mean, GitHub could be. I think I just personally have a hard time with it because I've never used GitHub for real, for real. So normally when it comes to me using it, I be dummy lost. Oh, you know what? And that's probably why I didn't understand it because I thought they made the to-do list in JavaScript, but this one's in Java. So they probably did make it good. I just don't know how to. How do I get it to find ones that are JavaScript? Is it a hackable to-do list? Did they just scam me? Let me see. Yeah, no, because they do it in such like a weird way. Like they have different names. Like I don't know where the hell it's supposed to be. And I don't. Never mind. Their to-do list don't even look right. I'm not sure. Let me see if I can just look up. Um, Let me see if I can actually ask ChatGPT if they could send me to like a made up to do list. Please send me to a website that was made by a programmer that is a to do list. But then again, normally they do just leave it on GitHub. It says, am I late, Aniket? Honestly, I don't know how long I'm gonna be on here, but you're late to me trying to get my certification. But I have been yapping on here for about an hour and probably plan to until it's time for me to leave the house. It says, whatever you want to think, but I strongly believe you are good enough to start React. No, I think I could start React. I'm saying that I plan on focusing on IT work and I want to focus on I plan on focusing on IT work and I want to focus on like learning cybersecurity next year. That I don't think I'm gonna have enough time to learn React because I'm gonna be too focused on those. That for me, it makes more sense for me to just not even really pay attention to that as of the time being. So it says whatever you want to. Oh wait, oops. It says I started web dev, but now somebody says web dev is dead by AI. Now yeah, I was gonna say a lot of people end up saying that web dev is dead by AI, but I think it depends on how you move with it. Like in the end, I think as a company, when companies are going to be using AI, all I think they're going to be doing is that AI is going to basically be the coder and the person who's in the company just needs to be the debugger. I think that's all, right? Like AI is going to be the coder, the person's going to be the debugger, and all you need to do is debug. And on top of that, you just need to keep learning, right? And you need to keep learning, and then also like if you're doing clientele work, you need to translate what the client wants to AI, right? So there always is gonna have to be somebody in the end, even though people like act like that's not gonna be the case, but there always is gonna have to be somebody. So let me go and see. So how do I open with GitHub desktop? Oh, I think because what are you supposed to do? Are you supposed to download the zip and then you put the zip in VS Code? I feel like that's what you're supposed to do. But I'm probably making that a bit more harder. All right, y'all. I think, damn it. And I was just about to go and review this project, but I think I might have to get off. So I'm going to hit this message real quick because I still want to be able to see if I can show y'all this real fast. So let me close this because the to-do list looked nice. But I don't know, but he only had pictures. I want to be able to use it. So don't play me, man. Ow, damn my head. Actually, let me close that one and let me open this one. Because I don't know if I'm just supposed to like drag it in here. I don't know how this works. Okay, that didn't work. So maybe you gotta open it. They have an index, so maybe I drag index in here. Damn, that's not how that works. Oh, what the hell? I didn't even know you can click on it and it just opens. Wait, hold on. Where the hell did it go? I screwed up. I screwed up, y'all. So this is CSS main. Also, now it wants to open, but why is it trying to act like it didn't want to open at first? Give me 1 second. This CSS main, CSS corner.
And then let me go back here. Maybe I can go into JS main. Open. Visual Code just once. Open. And then time main. Open that. And then last but not least, let me see if I can get that index. Because I'm having trouble with getting the HTML. Like, I can put everything else in here, but getting the HTML in here is being hell right now. So then that would defeat the whole purpose if I can't get HTML. If I can't get HTML in here, bruh. They even have the README. What the hell did they do with the HTML? Can I type something? Maybe if I open it up from here, I could probably just honestly, even though this is probably not how you would do it. Sorry, by the way, y'all, I can't see the chat. I accidentally left. So right now I'm just trying to see real quick. Oh, this is in an open file. No folder found. Open the folder then. I don't care. Why are they trying to make me... Okay, hold on. To-do list, GitHub. They're making me do too damn much. Oh, they want me to pick any folder. That's weird. Why can't I just create one? I guess I'll put it here. They just played me. They just freaking played me. Okay, let me go to the chat. I might have to end up going to the chat. Just to read what y'all are saying. It says, web dev isn't dead, it's job security. Every website has to be rebuilt every 18 months or so. It's a throwaway work. Companies also want the company who knows web dev prompting AI to do web dev. No facts. GitHub Desktop is an installer. No, I already got GitHub. I'm just saying, it says, are you use terminal or GitHub download to download project? What I did was, I already have GitHub, and what I'm trying to do, wait, hold on, because I don't even understand what just happened. But what I'm trying to do is, I'm trying to download their project to my VS Code. And I forgot how to do it. I hate that it's like, that it be like that though. So let me say, can I open this folder now that I just created this? Where did it go? I gotta go desktop. Bruh. Oh yeah, I forgot because I have to actually, hold on. Damn, I'm making this so much harder for myself. And I know I'm gonna continue doing this. Hold on, so I need to go here. I need to go, not here, not here, not here. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, in here, I think. Then I need to grab this, perfection, throw it here. I think I'm doing onto it. I know y'all can't see. Just give me 1 second. VS Code, y'all have, it says, Ari Marzi, cool people here. Peace, and don't stop nerding. See you later, Mad Art. See you later. If y'all are new here, by the way, make sure you end up hitting that sub button. We're trying to hit 1,630, and we're literally 1 sub away. So that'll be super cool if we can end up hitting that, in all honesty. Let me click desktop real quick. To-do list, get, okay, so now we're in here. So now this just comes down to, I believe, if I could do this, I'm probably doing this in the most hardest way possible, but it feels better. It just feels better. Hopefully I can end up showing y'all when I get this done. But yeah, no, I definitely don't think I definitely don't think AI is going to take over, at least in the way that people think it will. I think there will always need to be something, you know? There'll always need to be something. Let me open this up. Oh, you know what, too? I'm realizing I probably can't even do it this way, the way that I'm doing it. Because I'm also realizing, I think they have stuff in here that they're targeting that you need to have the whole file. So if I don't have the whole file, it's probably just not going to show up. But let me just see. If it doesn't work this way, then I'm going to have to do it off camera and probably do it next stream. But I screwed myself anyway because I should have had it prepped from the jump. But how are y'all doing? Man, it's been a long day. It's been a long, long day. But hey, I can't wait to end up, like after I end up getting off, I have so much things to do, which is gonna suck. But when you can get it all out of the way and then you have that second day off, oh, it is so worth it. It is so worth it. So can't wait to get that second day off, man. Cannot wait. Okay, so I guess I see why you would need to do it that way. Tisk. Yeah, so I probably would have to ask ChatGPT on how to link these damn files because I just don't want to do it right now. I do not want to do it right now, but at least I have the project I want to do it for, and I already downloaded the zip. I think you just have to like do something where you take the zip out. I don't know. I gotta close all of this. Come back to the stream. Sorry because I wasn't paying attention. But you said, where is it at? You said you're a major overthinker, no offense. Are you talking to me? Or are you talking to somebody else? So the AI consistently makes mistakes and hallucinates. You need experience to use it properly. Now, I was gonna say, because I feel like I agree with that. Did I say the wrong thing? Did I say that AI would take over? But I don't think I overthought that. But I think some people, I feel like they think I'm an overthinker because I like to think out loud. But it's not that I'm overthinking. It just, I feel like thinking out loud helps. Because, like, imagine me sitting, especially being on the stream, imagine me sitting here and I'm just like this. And I'm just not saying anything. That's boring, right? So it's like, I talk out loud because I'm on stream. If you're saying that is what comes up as overthinking. But I'm not overthinking at all. I'm just thinking. And I'm saying it out loud. I share my thoughts. I have to see your first day's videos. I have to see your first day's videos. It must be interesting. No, yes, man. My first day videos were something else. They were something else. I have a whole playlist of it. Literally have a whole playlist of it. Why did someone comment on my YouTube short? And they said the Zendaya of coding. What the hell? What in the hell? Let me just continue this here real quick. I swear we had things to do, but I guess I'll just sit here and I'll chat it up with y'all. I'll have to chat it up. But yeah, I cannot wait, man, because I think as of tomorrow, hopefully, there's a couple of things I have to end up doing though, because I want to see for my streams, would it be possible for some days for it to be like a pre-recorded stream and then have it upload as a stream at a certain time when I'm at work? So, because I feel like a lot of people miss my streams because they will be at like 12 in the morning. So I'm like, I want to be able to see maybe I upload it at like 4 when people end up getting out of school or getting out of work normally. And then I could be in the chat instead. But then again, it's like, I feel like people like lives because you're able to just communicate with them. So I'm not sure. I guess we'll have to end up seeing. But, what was I just about to say? Because I need to do something with... Oh, and then another thing, too, is, like, I really want to be able to go on GitHub after doing a couple of, like, free code camp stuff. I really want to go on GitHub, and I really want to go on... What is it called? Oh, yeah, and then, like, pull up projects. And when I pull up these projects, man, I think it's going to be super cool. Like, I just found this cool to-do list. It would be nice if y'all had some projects, too. Particularly a to-do list, I think I would like to see. That is like very interesting, not just like a regular to-do list, something where maybe you get points, maybe you get like achievements. Like, I think that would be so sick to end up seeing. That was something I was thinking about doing in my Discord or whenever I like unlock memberships on my YouTube channel, is like just being able to make coding challenges so y'all can create it, and then it'll just be cool to like review it on stream. I think that would be amazing, bro. I think that would be dead sick. Says, where is it? That says, yeah, it might just look like overthinking because you're avoiding dead air like a radio show host. No, yeah, that's something, you know what's so funny? Me and my brother were just talking about it, and he was like, I think we were talking about Big Brother. And I was like, if I was ever on Big Brother, you know how Big Brother has those live feeds? I was like, bro, I would literally commentate on everything that I'm doing. And so I was acting like I was commentating on everything. I was like, all right, guys, so we're going to be making eggs. And after we make these eggs, we're going to grab these 2 pieces of bread, put them into the toaster, toast it. And then my brother was like, why do you talk like you're a YouTuber or like an internet personnel? Like, you just constantly, like, just talk. Like, and I'm like, I don't know. Like, I just feel like I got to talk about whatever I'm doing or what I'm thinking. And I feel like streaming made me do that. Because I think it keeps people more entertained rather than dead air. Because if I just don't say nothing, wouldn't you click off the video? Like, I click off streams. Like, I hate watching a stream and nobody is talking. I want to hear what you got to say. And I want to be able to put the stream on in the background. And I don't really got to see everything. I could just always hear something. I can't do dead silence. I just can't. I got to talk.
Because I feel like, at least for me, if I'm watching a stream and someone goes quiet, I'm done. I don't even care if you're reading the question. Like, in my head, then read the question out loud. Because sometimes I'll see streamers and they'll be like this, and then they'll like do whatever. And I'm like, no, I'm like, I need to read the question out loud. I need to blah, blah, blah. But that could just be me. Since front end alone isn't enough, now AI handles UI fast. As a student and developer, I focus on full stack. No, I definitely think everyone should focus on full stack, as like if you really plan on making web dev a career, I think everyone should get into full stack, and not even because of that. I feel like everyone should get into full stack because it will at least allow so many different opportunities for yourself, because not only can you land front end positions, you can land back end positions by itself, or you can land full stack positions, or you can land database positions. So it's like, I think it opens up so many opportunity for you in like all of these different areas and all of these different positions, that I don't think anyone should be trying to walk in there only knowing one thing. I think you should master one thing. There should be something you're really good at. But in the end, it's like, if you're going to a company, I think like I would possibly, if I cared about going to a company and I felt like I knew all of front end, I knew React, I knew everything I needed to know, I feel like I would apply to front end jobs now, but I would do it in understanding that I'm probably not going to get hired. But then, imagine, full stack, you can apply to front end jobs, you can apply to back end jobs, database. Like, I remember that used to be my dream at first, was to get into like a web dev company. But then I just changed my mind because, like I said, I feel like I don't see myself being a programmer as a career, like just every day having to program or debug or do something. I don't think it's for me. I could do it as a side hustle, like 2 to 3 people a month. After that, I'm done. I'm beat. That would be it. Making a project that you'd actually use is actually awesome. No, yeah, big facts. That's something that I wanted to do, because there was this project. Well, I like to make games. Even though learning web dev has nothing to do with games, there's still like mini games that you can end up making with web dev. But there was supposed to be like, I forgot what it was called, what it was supposed to be, but it was supposed to be, I think, a choice-driven game. And I love me a choice-driven game, especially being the one who creates the choices. Oh, that would have been amazing. So I really wanted to do that. And then there was another thing where, because I love reading the Bible, and I feel like I've always wanted to make a project that involved me like having to read the Bible to do research on the project. So that was supposed to be something where I think it was supposed to teach. It was supposed to be something like, what is it? Let's say one of the things would be you're saved by faith in Jesus Christ, right? Let's say that was one of the things. But there's some people who may have objections to that. I wouldn't necessarily target it towards like unbelievers, but I would say targeting it towards believers who have different ideologies of that. So then they'll be like, oh, well, objection, I feel like you have to do works to be saved. And then it's like, I wanted it to be a verse or a couple of verses that explained why works can't be involved in being saved. Only faith is what saves you. Because, there's plenty of verses. There's something Paul said in the Bible where he says you can't mix faith with works. That's like mixing water with oil. So, and there's a lot of religions or like mainstream Christian religions that mix works and faith, and they don't think they are, but they really are. And it's like, I feel like I like that verse. I think there's another verse that literally says it outright, that it's not of your works lest any man can boast. So like, I can't wait to make that project. Like, I know that project is going to be something I'm going to love, because I love being like debating on topics like that, but I'm also very open-minded. But the problem with being open-minded as a debater is people feel like, oh, if this person's willing to change their mind about something, it's like, then they're not confident in their point. But it's like, no, I'm not going to be delusional. Like, if I feel like I have a point somewhere and I feel like you counter my point and it sounds good, I'll be like, you know what, maybe I misread that verse, or maybe I just didn't understand that. And I'm okay with saying that, but some people be like, oh, yada yada yada. I'm like, so I guess I can't be an online debater, because they want you to die by what you believe. Like, I'm like, damn. I'm like, listen, at the end of the day, if I feel like there's multiple verses pointing at what I thought was true to be false, then I'm probably just going to be like, okay, then that was false. But it says you already know JS, so you can make game in Notch, the creator Minecraft, make the game engine for JS. No, yeah, JS would be like that language would be good, but I think you still need to learn. Don't you need to learn Unity nowadays? Wouldn't you need to still learn a little bit of Unity? You will need. I still would need to learn how to make 3D objects, right? Because with Minecraft, like, I think you have to, not even I think, obviously you have to create like the block, and then the block goes down, and then those animations. It's like you need to create the characters. So says debating is just about winning even if you're wrong. No, exactly. And that's why for me, I can't do debates, because you sit there and you change your mind, you're the most evilest person, you did the wrong thing, you blah blah blah. I'm like, bruh, if I feel like I'm wrong somewhere because someone showed me where I went wrong, then that's it. I can admit it. But people just want to argue something that's so insanely like incorrect. It's like, brother, you have to know you're wrong. You're at this point you're fighting it because you know you have a bunch of people behind you that would be pissed if you didn't fight it. So yeah, that's cool. And making games is always rewarding. I made 3 clone games recently just to learn C++. It's also fun. Hey, that's what's up. My high school debate club made you argue for against your actual beliefs. Oh my goodness. Oh, for or against your actual beliefs. That's insane. But I guess, yeah, because actually now that I think about it, I feel like when it does come to debate class, in the end, they do have you just debate what you have, like, even if you may disagree, they are going to have you sit there and debate for things. And I guess what their goal is to see, do you have, I think the goal is to see is, do you have evidence to back up what you claim? Do you have evidence to back up what they are going to throw at you? And are you prepared for the stuff they are going to throw at you to revert it back to them, or like whatever? So you have to be like ultra prepared that if they have a question for you, you have an answer for it, and that, you know, you're not just going to stumble over your words. I'm like, bruh, it's okay. Like, to be like, never mind, guy, you got that. But if you said that, you would probably lose. And it's like, whatever. Says, I love game dev. Can't wait to see you doing some. I know that'd be amazing. Unity and Unreal Engine. That would have to be so far on the line though. It says, are you only focused on freelancing? No, I think, like, I feel like as of now, I really want to focus on freelancing and getting clients. But then there was something I looked more into that I realized I kind of want to take courses on negotiations and sales. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to sell websites by January, like I kept saying, unless, I mean, there's still a lot of time in the month. Maybe it could be possible I could eventually learn about negotiations and sales by then. But I feel like I do plan on uh really mainly focusing on IT support for next year. But if we're talking about just web dev in general, I think, yeah, freelancing would be the wave. I don't want to go to a company. I wouldn't mind it, but I don't want to go to a company. It says gaming and music Unreal FTW. I built an interactive experience in a city visitors center last year in UE5. Hey, that's what's up, man. This can see your current project for stream. I didn't make a project on the stream. I just did a free code camp project. As of right now, I'm just yapping, to be honest. Just yapping with a couple people. I already showed me coding a little bit earlier, and I don't plan on coding again as of right now. So I'm just chatting it up. I still don't know if I should end up getting into like, how long have I been on stream for? Because my stream thing, normally it shows how long I've been streaming, and it won't show. It says that I've been streaming for about an hour. Really? I thought I've been streaming for about 2. What time did I start my stream? I started my stream at like 1:35. And it's 3:35. Shouldn't it be 2 hours? Am I tripping, y'all? Make sure I end up liking the stream up. It says Kinsey. Oh, it says why IT support. I feel like I want to do IT support just because I feel like I'm just like passionate about it. I think it's super cool to, you know, just fix people's computers or fix their problems with their computers or with anything that is like IT critical. You know, if you're working somewhere where it's mainly like TVs, you're probably fixing TVs. But it's like, I feel like for me, I've always had a passion for that as well. And I think it just feels a little bit more stable. Oh, it is 2 hours? Okay, that's what I thought. But I feel like it feels a little bit more stable than like programming, if that makes sense. So I want to just shoot for something that is a tiny bit more stable before trying to continue down this programming route. And also as well, I would really prefer to go into cybersecurity. Like, I would 100% prefer to go into cybersecurity. But, you know, if that never happened, because the place that I plan on working at, it has a security team, an IT team, and then a job where it's really stable.
So for me, it's kind of like, if hopefully I can get into that security team. If I can't, I can stick around for IT. He said, have I ever watched the IT Crowd? Has lots of IT support humor. I mean, I probably wouldn't even understand it yet because I don't know too much of IT support. I plan on really learning like near the end of this year to next year. But I'm just hoping that I can end up learning about negotiation and sales. So hopefully I can try to make like even just a little bit of money with websites. But I plan on probably making websites for like family first, just to get like my used to making websites. And then I probably would end up getting into what is it called? Actual like paying clients. I think would be super cool. I think that would be super cool, man. It's gonna be pretty damn lit. But I don't know too much about IT support yet, so I might not be able to understand the humor. Hopefully I could understand the humor. Just give me 1 second though, because I don't know if my partner is up or not, and if they plan to continue sleeping. I feel like at this point I might as well play a damn game. I might as well play that 911 operator game, honestly. It's pretty sick. Oh, okay, never mind. They're awake. Let me see. Do we have to do something? And if they say yes, then I'm probably going to end up hopping off. If we have nothing to really do, I might just do something. It says, you mean an augmented reality AR? Oh, you're asking him. Never mind. I was like, what? I was like, I do not know. Oh my goodness, man. Y'all, we get one more sub. We hit my sub goal of 1,630. Just need one more. We are trying to get my certification though, so normally these streams are going to be me trying to get my certification. For the first hour, I ended up doing a couple of questions if you want to rewind. But as of right now, I'm just giving myself a little bit of a break because I know I have a lot of things to do today. I just don't know when we're about to do it. So it's like this whole time I probably could have for the second hour kept pushing. I actually wonder how much questions did I have left though. Oh, I think I X'd it out. Yikes. Let me see if I can find it. Oof. Never mind. I guess the new spreadsheet that we were doing, I thought there was like 50 questions, but there's like 105. I was thinking I was getting close to it being over. That's insane. Hey, and then guess what? We get to make a shopping cart, which y'all, we already made a shopping cart. So that's gonna be very helpful. That's gonna be a little bit later in the future. Then there's like a mini dice game. Yeah, so we got about 5. So we got about 6 projects left before getting. 6 courses and then 5 projects left before getting my cert. That's gonna be so insane, y'all. It says no, it's a room. You walk into a projectors facing the walls. You walk through, extract your location, and ripples the water with your footsteps using AI cameras. Oh my goodness. That is crazy. That is crazy. I think that would be super dope. Can my partner please answer this? I think I'm just gonna call at this point. I need to see. Do not disturb has been activated. Crazy. One second. Excuse me. My goodness. My back kind of hurts too. Like, you ever got like that air in your chest or something? And this room's hot. I don't even know why is this hot. Can I like? Let me see real quick. Should I get off or not? Should I get off or not? Let me see. I don't know. I know we got stuff to do, but like, do we got to do it now? Like what? I don't know. I'm not sure. So, wow, nice job, man. This is the Johnson City Visitor Center in Tennessee. Ooh, that's pretty dope. Oh my goodness, my back. That is pretty dope. Two hours. Give me 1 second, because they're taking their sweet time with telling me if we got to do stuff now or not. That's all I need to know. Now or not. Like, please. I just want to see if I could play my game. Alright, so perfect. So I got enough time to see if I could play this game on live. I think it'll be super fun to end up playing. I don't know if I should change the live stream title, though, because if I'm going to be sitting here playing a game, and it's supposed to be about coding. Wouldn't that be a little bit odd? Oh, I can't even change the title. Wow, I'm sorry, y'all. I am sorry, y'all. I can't change the title. So what I need to do real quick is... The only scary part about this is seeing if this would work. So I think I need to jump here, go here, open up this 911 operator game, open up in Steam, and let's see if it ends up launching. I'll have to see. And then my laptop just explodes. I'm like, bruh. No, I think I should be able to stream and be live. I need to see if this is on the screen real quick. Says thank you was a huge project made front page when the governor and director of tourism saw it. Oh, I forgot to put the volume up on my screen. Oh wait, no, never mind. Damn, but I don't know if I activated it for y'all to hear the volume. I gotta see if it worked. Oh yeah, so y'all can see it. Do y'all see it? Oh, I think my stream froze. Oh wait, no, never mind. I just paused it. Let me see if we can hear it. Yeah, as I said, I don't think y'all could hear it. So it ended up working. But give me 1 second. I don't think y'all could hear it. So because I forgot to go in here, and I think I need to turn desktop audio on. So hopefully this wouldn't be too loud. Let me know if it's too loud, y'all. So now let me play the game and see what ends up happening. But 911 operator, y'all, is like one of the funnest games. It's literally like, it's straight up being a 911 operator. The only problem is though is that sometimes it could be repetitive. But other than the repetitiveness, it's just fun. It's just straight up fun. So skip this. And so far I've been doing the career stories. And I think I'm in Boston right now. So we're gonna continue here. I could probably play like one game. So last time I checked was a long time ago, so maybe this changed by now. But so far we got one game. We got about $20,000 here. That's not enough to really get anything. The cops start off with some guns. There's a couple of equipment we could use. The system terminal that I guess helps solve certain issues rather quickly. I'm gonna give the shotgun to the people in this truck because they're in like more of like an armory truck, so they're gonna get that. I'm gonna give the bulletproof vest to the motorcycle drivers. And then I think we have, we do have another military spot. Okay, hold on. Let me give it to them. You can get this one. And then who's about to be double strapped? Who's about to be double strapped? We gotta give them that. And we have vehicles. Hopefully we would have enough to buy a couple of people so we can make more teams here. Which, okay, yeah, so we already have some people ready. That's good. We got about 4 of them. So we can fill a whole truck. Oh, and I just gave everyone extra guns. So we gotta throw that back. Hold on. We need that pistol. We need this real quick. Okay, so we're good. We're good. So now let's give you this one. I'll give you that, and then you can get this. I guess the other dude, he's just gonna be screwed. The other dude's gonna be screwed. He's gonna have to hide behind somebody. So now I need to get more staff real quick. I need to recruit Jordan. Jordan, come here. Because he has 3, what is he promoted to? I think he's oh no, I think those things right there means that they are better than the other people. I forgot how to read that. And then we need him because he also has 3 of those arrows. And last but not least, that might just be it. I could probably buy, I don't want to buy a system terminal. I could probably buy technical tools because technical tools can help them fix fires a little bit quicker or technical issues. And then the first aid kit can help them heal people a little bit faster, but we don't have too much money to go around. So I think from here, I'm gonna have to deploy. I hope y'all can end up hearing it and it's not too low because they do make phone calls. So you're kind of gonna want to have certain things spread out here. So I'm gonna keep him here. Well, actually, I kind of want to keep this dude here so he can cross over to go up here. I feel like this dude can come over here. We're going to leave one of these armory trucks, but I want him to be able to... Actually, no, we're going to leave him a little bit more back. We can figure out where he's going to go later, but I want him to be a little bit more here so he can cross over. Or cross over here, actually. Probably do the same thing. Put this one there. And then we got someone here. We got a cop car. We need a fire truck to be here. Hopefully, this fire truck
could. Actually, I think I should have an extra fire truck to be able to throw up here. So let me leave one up there because the fire trucks move so damn slow. Unbelievable. We got the helicopter. I'll probably leave the helicopters here over the water so I can see them a little better. I think I'm gonna put a motorcycle dude. We have a slow cop here, another slower cop here. Probably keep motorcycle dude over here because they move fast. I'll probably keep this cop here. This cop could stay a little bit down here. Oh, never mind. This is another motorcycle dude. This cop could probably stay here. We'll move the truck over. Probably leave the other truck here. And then we'll probably move this person a little bit closer. I don't know why I got them so far. And then probably here. Hopefully that's good, like separated good. I mean, there's two. Maybe I should throw them up there. I don't know. We're gonna see. We're gonna see how this goes. Let's just try. Let's just try. What are y'all talking about? Oh, we have an incident. Okay. So I don't think my volume's on for some reason, but I don't know if y'all could hear it. But accident on a bridge. A car crashed on the bridge, causing heavy traffic. So there needs to be a medical team. We need to have a technical truck, which I'm probably going to send both of these guys over. Because this is a technical truck, but just in case, I think I gave them the actual technical thing. And then they need a police officer to go. We have a 911 call. And my volume's down. Can I put the volume up for me? There we go. So we need to see where. Get the Addy. So this is where it's at. I forgot what they said. What happened? She's having a heart attack. Let's go airlift. Oh, sorry. Your grandma. Is there many medicines? All right, let's see. What was she doing? Position, loosen her clothes. I honestly don't know what to do. Let's loosen her clothes. I think, right? If you're having a heart attack, I think you would want to loosen your clothes. Okay.
What is she doing right now? Is she standing? Is she sitting? Is she lying down?
I don't know if they need to sit up, damn it.
You need to sit up to breathe.
Oh, okay.
Sit up and change positions and see if that works. Wait for the ambulance. It's on the way.
Alright, so we ended up getting that. The ambulance is now on their way. Let's fast forward a little bit. Solve these issues. Yikes. This person is on the run. It's just one person, so I'm gonna send the helicopter to stop the car. Just in case if something happens. And then what's happening over here? Oh no, that should be good. There's something else. Oh, something up here. This is a pedestrian hit, so there shouldn't be too much needed. We can just send those two over there. There's only one person and one subject. I don't think there should be a shootout. Alright, so we got that done. Because sometimes there be shootouts, man, and they be getting attacked and stuff. I don't know what the hell be happening. We have another case. Someone's having a heart attack. Let's send the helicopter again. I feel like the helicopter for medical, probably the best to do because they get it done rather quickly in this game. So what is this? This one person for speeding. We're going to send two just in case that they want to get violent. Alright, perfect. They got the person that was injured. Now we're just finding this dude. But I be hating when they get violent because they be killing my people. I'm like, just calm down. You got caught. That's all it was. So I be sending two people at a time, bro, because y'all ain't finna get me. Trust me. Oh, we got another call. Yikes, someone is drowning where? Wait, how do you... Who helps who's drowning? Is it a cop or a medical person? Ooh, a child fell off an air mattress to water. Let's ask if they could swim. Damn, they can't swim?
Understood, sir. I'm responding fine.
Okay, whatever. We're gonna send these people. I don't know who's supposed to help. I don't know who gets in the water. No lifeguards. I don't know. I don't want to tell him to swim because what if he kills himself? Because he said he can't. Then if you want to act, my guy, go act. Like, I don't know. Like, if he doesn't want to go swimming, like, I can't force you to go swimming, kill yourself, my guy. This can't be the case.
Try to remember how far it is from the shore to the first.
All right, so let's close that out. So let's see. 'Cause I don't know who the hell. Oh, so it is a mechanical job. I knew it. I knew you needed something. Oh, we have a missing child, I think. All right, so we have a missing child. Now we gotta go search for them. I'm gonna use the helicopter to search. This becomes a little bit too much because then we have so much other things that need to happen. So now we need to find where this missing child could be. They're not there. See is what I'm talking about. Oh wait, thank God we got a truck down here. Okay, let's go here. Come on. Let's see, can we find this child? Can we find this child? Find this child, find this child. Damn, you need to go. Find this child. Go here. Hold up, we got something else. Drinking in public, there's about 3 of them, so I don't feel comfortable sending people by themselves, so we're gonna have to fast forward. Actually, I sent too much people. You can stay here. Do we have anything else going on? I don't think so. Continue looking for this missing child. Oh wait, I sent the helicopter. Damn, that was what I was using. So let's use this helicopter, because they move quicker. Damn, not here? Are we about to find them like in the last, really? Oh, we found them. Perfect. We're gonna go here. This fire truck needs to go there. We have another one down here. Let me see what these incidents are. Oof, this is an attempt. Alright, so we gotta go get them. And then this is a cat in the tree. So we should be good. Let's fast forward that. We should be good. I think we've handled a lot. What is this? Heart attack. Helicopter, save them. Helicopter, go and save them. Alright, perfect. We got another incident. ATM robbery. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to send someone to... He seems like he's too far. I don't think he'll make it on time. We're gonna send the helicopter, and then here. It's saying that it's one, but he's armed. So I'm gonna wait because the motorcycle might get there too soon, and then they might die. So let me go right behind him. There we go. Like that. Where's the other incident? This is a loud party. We're gonna send all of y'all there because we ain't playing with no loud parties. There's 3 suspects. They might get us. Okay. I think we ate that. We ate that up. We got another person for speeding. I think we can just do this. I mean, hopefully we don't have to arrest them. But if we do, I need to make sure we have a cop car available because a motorcycle can't arrest. A motorcycle cannot arrest. So we're gonna do this. I think a helicopter should be able to transport. Oh, we have an incoming transmission. Oh no. They have like a All Lives Matter pack. So I think this is about to be what this is. Oh, so y'all can't even hear the phone call, huh? Oh no, y'all could hear it. It's just low.
Williams, listen up. You need to perform CPR until the ambulance comes. You'll still be alive.
I told you already. Took it right in the head. Skull covered in blood. No signs of life. No way. No way he's coming back.
Do you have an ID on the suspect?
So there's gonna be a protest for this.
Are you sure you just tried to steal the car? Williams, you need to calm down. Tell me what happened next. Did you locate a gun on the suspect?
Well, no gun.
258, you saw him reach into his jacket as he was running from you?
No, and when we turned my way,
Hmm.
So it's possible you shot an unarmed man?
I thought he was a gun.
All right, I've got an ambulance on the way, and I'm sending you Sergeant for you.
You're gonna send that sergeant.
258, I'm not sending the officers back. They need to examine the scene and take your statement. And you're going to have to surrender your badge and gun, at least temporarily.
What? Are you serious? That was my job. I was protecting myself. Everything was done by the book. Fuck, are you gonna lock me up?
Williams, you know the protocol for an officer-involved shooting. Wait for your sergeant to arrive on scene.
Fine. Have your way. Oh my
Alright, perfect. So now we're getting him. I cannot believe he shot an unarmed man. I resolved something that didn't need to be resolved. A man drowning in the sea has been reported. The operator did everything they could to save the drowning person. Oh, so I guess they died, so that's probably why it was -5. But the thing is, I couldn't tell the other person to run in there, and they didn't know how to swim. They probably would have killed themselves, and that would have been bad on me. But that sucks. That sucks. We had one casualty. Well, there was a couple people who passed, but on my watch, one casualty. So now there's going to be a big protest because of what they ended up doing to that dude. So I think we do have enough cops, but it's tough. This is going to get tough. I think this is the one where I lose. This is always the one where I lose, but let's see if we can end up getting it. But I do have to end up actually getting off of live right now. This game is so fun. I wish I could have stayed on a little longer and played a little bit longer, because I love playing this game. Oh my goodness. I might come on later tonight and stream again just to play the game a little bit. So if y'all want to end up catching that. You said, damn, today overtime, great. No, yeah. I wish I could have stayed on a bit longer, man. I was having so much fun staying on with y'all. I might come on again later. I might, because my day might be a bit too busy for me to come on. And I'm possibly dropping another video diary today. Normally, for me, it's like if I hit a certain amount of views by a certain time, I don't drop another video until the day after. But I feel like this last video might not hit the views that I wanted to hit. So I feel like I'm probably going to drop another video today. But damn, y'all really been like amazing for my to my channel. Like, thank y'all to the new subs specifically today. I wish we could have hit 1,630. But that's all right. We just needed 1 subscriber, but it's okay. Listen, I think we got about like 6 subs today, so that's amazing. Or like 4. No, I think we got 4 because I think I was at a 26. No, because I was started at 22, and then now we're at 29. Oh yeah, so then that just means we ended up getting like not 8. I think we got 7 subs. So that's amazing, y'all. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for tuning into the content on my YouTube channel as well, like all the videos, all the live streams. Like, we had a good like 7 to 8 people here for almost like 3 hours. I wish I could stay on so much longer with y'all. Y'all have no idea. But I'll be catching y'all in the next one. Y'all have been amazing. Thank y'all to the old subscribers as well, because y'all also keep it lit and keep it smooth. Deuces. I might come on later tonight, so definitely try to tune in. But I might come on as like a YouTube short. We'll see how that goes. Deuces.